over-sexualize everything. 5 guys, fuck my wife. Fuck my wife. 5 guys absolutely have sex with my wife. With my wife. With my wife. 5 guys sex with my wife. Oiled up like slippery. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sex with my wife. Tyrone, Kevin, Kilmer, 7. My wife is squirting everywhere. Oiled up sauce all over her ass. 5 guys absolutely has sex with my wife.
Dog.
With my wife.
Dog.
5 guys.
Damn.
Sex.
Talk
with
about my wife.
Look at mom. Absolutely has sex with my wife. With my wife. Look at mom. Sex with my wife. Oiled up like slippery. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sex with my wife. Look at mom. With my wife. Punk ass sissified boys. Please suck my ass.
Dog. Talk about my
On
wife.
diarrhea day, dog. Let me tell you something, brother.
Suck a dog off. Suck a dog off.
I tell you what I do.
Suck a dog off.
I tell you what I do.
Suck a dog off. Dog off.
Why he looking at my mouth? Why he looking at my ass? Dog. Please.
Suck a dog off.
Dog.
Please.
Suck a dog off.
Dog.
Dog off.
Dog.
Please.
Suck a dog off. Suck a dog off.
Dog.
I tell you what I do.
Suck a dog off.
I tell you what I do.
Suck a dog off. Dog off.
Dog.
We got another one. Why he looking in my mouth? I'm touching him anytime I feel like it. I'm touching him now.
That's why he's the. That's why he's the.
I'm touching him now.
That's why he's the. That's why he's
Touching him now.
Dog.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look at mom. That's right. It's the United States of Phil. I am the supreme. So what I say goes. This is not a place for you to stand on your soapbox and complain about censorship and freedom of speech. Because the bottom line is you don't have freedom of speech. This is my land.
Why are you laughing?
Control is desire.
Baller.
This
Sweat.
desire. Take. This desire. Take.
Chocolate starfish!
Control desire. Devour. Her. Take. Do what gives you pleasure. And fuck everyone else. Devour. Control is desire. Her. Take. Control. Her. Take. Devour. Just care about money. That I just can't help it. I'm so just enveloped in greed and money. I need money. I need money. Her. Take. Do what gives you pleasure and
Suck a
fuck
dog
everyone
off.
else.
Why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? What?
Control
Let me tell you something, brother.
is desire.
Why am I
Desire.
why am I toxic? Why
Devour. Control is desire. Devour. Her. Take. Do what gives you pleasure. And fuck everyone else.
what?
Devour. Control is desire.
All right, one more song and we're gonna be launching.
Take. Control. Her. Take. Devour. Control is desire.
I need my boyfriend.
Devour. Her. Take. Do what gives you pleasure.
Another one.
And fuck everyone else.
I need banana, tasty banana. Squeeze the peel, it comes in denim. I need banana, tasty banana. Squeeze the peel, it comes in denim. Squeeze the banana, okay? Squeeze the banana, yo. Squeeze the banana, my home. Tasty banana, squeeze the banana, okay? Squeeze the banana, squeeze the banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need banana, tasty banana. Squeeze the peel, it comes in denim. I need banana, tasty banana. Squeeze the peel. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze the banana, okay? Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana, my home. Tasty banana. Squeeze the banana. Zero bus. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need in my mouth. I need
Meerkat Mob.
squeeze the peel.
Dog.
I need
Meerkat.
in my mouth. I need
Talk about my wife.
squeeze the peel.
Dog.
Squeeze the banana, okay? Squeeze the banana, yo. Squeeze the banana, my home. Tasty banana. Squeeze the banana. Zero bus. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. It comes in denim. 672 to $6.72.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the chocolate starfish. Meerkat Mob.
Welcome everybody, welcome. It's another pre-stream podcast party extravaganza. And as you can see, kind of dark in here. Well, you're gonna look at me like this. So, welcome. We just came off a great episode with the artists, Darksea and
all my uses.
Big ups. With Darksea and It's a Gundam. It was a lot of fun. Make sure to check that out after you're finished checking this out. Big ups to Vikes for the $2. Who says, hello past the boyfriend and all my uses. Hello, all my uses. Hello, my uses. And I have some spare time before the actual podcast festivities begin. So we're gonna be watching some clips from the last few days because it's been tough. Yeah. And it's been interesting. Big ups Cerulean86 for the sub and Joel L Tractor for the 2 months membership. So let's just dive right into it. So we have a very spicy daily wrap from yesterday that was very interesting. But before that, I want to get some more context to it. So I'll play some of the unrecordeds leading up to it because the guy had a $10 stream on the premiere stream of Amnesia the Bunker, right? The game everybody asked for. And if you're really not sure that everybody asked for it and you don't believe me, we can go and check out the community tab over on the amazing channel DSP Gaming where this guy greets you. This is the first thing you see. It's a picture of this specimen. So look at how hot he is. And I'm sure that's totally him in a photo and not just photoshopped onto... Who was it? Was it Chris Pratt? It wasn't Chris Pratt. Daniel Craig, right? Oh yeah, it was Daniel Craig. Anyways, so let's see where that poll was because this channel is just... He posts like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 5 community posts a day. This dude is crazy. What is wrong with him? It's lit. Oh my god, man. This is so obnoxious. Where is the poll? Oh, I think they go away when you close them or something. I don't know. Anyways, it was a community poll. You know what happened. Everybody came out in droves and wanted this game to be played. So it is getting played, obviously. Big ups Izzy Jones for the membership extensionship, who says that pick is a lie. DSP never goes outside. Well, and he's also not in that kind of a shape, so obviously it's a lie. Even though it's a fantastic Photoshop, you could barely tell it's not him. So anyways, this is an unrecorded segment. Then we have another unrecorded one, but this is from is this actually from yesterday? How many unrecorded fucking begs did this guy have? So let's first start with this one, because here it doesn't seem like he's playing a game. I can't even tell which game he's playing, but it was from 14 hours ago. And then we have the blood work for Jasper, hashtag blood for Jasper, in chat. And this one is like 20 minutes. I'll watch it if I have some extra time in the end before this ends. But I think the Amnesia begging segment is great. Oh, the Hate Army video has all of them. Thank you, Hate Army, for the self-plug. I'm definitely going to check that out because I like to be as lazy as possible and watch the video that has everything. So there we go. And yeah, this is the 40-minute bonanza with timestamps. Or is that correct? Oh, yes. Wow, that's fucking wild, dude. Okay, then I guess that's what we're going to do. Shout out for Hate. And let's dive right into it.
Great episode of TBS, sending more.
Hey, thanks Aid Robertson for the shout out. And I appreciate both your contributions on the podcast and on this. Thanks a lot. It was fun. We were kind of a lot of people on it, so I let the guest speak. ALT, Steve, they had a lot to say, and I was glad to listen. Plus that cat segment, I had absolutely nothing to say about, so I'm glad the guys ran down everything that happened in this, and it was fucking crazy. If we got some extra time, we're gonna go through it, but right now, let's get into begging meatballs in horror on the slowest stream of 2023. This is like the third time he's having the slowest stream of 2023.
We troll doing Hate Army shit.
So shout out for Hate. Let's get into it.
Doing Hate Army shit.
Your name is Hate Army? You're saying Hate Army shit. Good vibes to the Hate Army.
Shout out for Hate.
Welcome to the late stream. How is everyone tonight? Hello, hello.
All right, so this has literally all the context. We're right about to dive into the game. We also have the late night pre-stream segment, and we have some post streams, and a daily wrap. This is the whole Amnesia saga, even though it's most probably going to continue today as well. And this is why I'm so curious. And I've set aside a few hours of my extremely valuable time on this absolutely hot as fuck Sunday to be watching DSP pre-stream. So hopefully we're going to catch some of the spurgouts
here. And I'm ready to play and chill and have a good time with all of you tonight. Something different, finally, that you guys I know have been waiting for variety in the rotation. What's funny is there has been a variety. Like, I started the World Tour mode of Street Fighter 6, and we did a community night the other night, you know, viewer lobby, and people are like, well, it's still Street Fighter 6.
They've been waiting for something that
well, it is, but it's
has been
different.
happening.
It's not the competitive
Very nice.
we've been doing all along. But
Off to a great start.
So anti-Street Fighter that they're like, anything but Street Fighter. So, tonight, we are playing something different. We are doing horror. Horror returns.
Hey, big ups, Dabby. Welcome.
As you know, I really enjoy horror games. I always have, you know, although maybe not the same as most other streamers and content creators. I'm not one of these people that is jumping and screaming and, you know, freaking out every chance I get during a horror game.
Bro, this is like 20 seconds later. Is it?
Excuse me.
All right. But, I mean, I think that's why he likes horror games so much, because he basically turns it into a walking simulator because he can't really be scared. And I think something that really scares me about horror games is how easily I get immersed in them. So I get very easily scared, as you might have seen when I played Resident Evil 7, which I'm going to continue someday. Now that I have an actual capture card, it's going to be much easier. And he just doesn't get immersed into games, even though he has all the accessories. He got the 3D sound neck phone. He got the 4K, 5K, 6K TV. But I don't know, man.
It's not about me.
He doesn't really seem scared.
Shrieking like a small child or a sissy, trying to get
sissy
value out of that.
What is a sissy, by the way? What is a sissy? Let's look up what sissy is and avoid all the porn that comes out. An effeminate man or boy. Hey, we got a shout out to Eric Miller for all the effeminate men out there. I hope you're liking this video.
It's me actually enjoying the idea that there is something
An
unnatural,
effeminate man.
unnerving, and not within the normal confines.
Punk ass
of reality going
sissified
on.
boy.
Reading the logs and trying to
Please
understand
suck my ass on diarrhea day, dog.
what's happening in a suspenseful horror game is actually one of the best parts of it. I mean, jump scares can be fun. I find them more funny than fun. When I actually get startled by a jump scare, I laugh at it because I know how funny it is. You know, I don't really get scared by horror movies or, you know, games like this. But people love to watch me play them because they say, hey, this is something that, you know, by watching you, we can experience the game and enjoy it and not have to feel terrified. A lot of people, they don't want to play horror games by themselves because they feel so scared when they play them. So when I play a horror game, it's something a little special, a little different. And I like that. I like that I can be that avenue for many people to watch horror, okay?
Yeah, I mean, his life is a horror story, basically. There's so many people that wish they weren't like this. Because he can't really help himself with a lot of the things he does. And he's too hard-headed to take actual advice.
So I hope that you guys...
And I don't mean advice on playing video games.
For some chill fun tonight in Amnesia.
Hey, what's up, Lord
the
Fango?
latest entry from the Amnesia franchise, which is actually funny because I feel like we just played one. Like, we played Amnesia Rebirth, right? I swear that was recent, but people are like, nah, Amnesia Rebirth was like fall 2020.
Yeah, that's like keeping up with DSP drama. It's like, dude, I swear the Tire Saga was like last week. And then you look at it and it was like late May.
It's like fall 2020, like almost 3 years ago. It seems like it was like a year or two ago. It really doesn't seem that long. But then again, I think that was the pandemic effect, wasn't it? That was the COVID effect where things just like screwed up time-wise for many of us. And everything that happened during that COVID era kind of got weirdly suspended. And it's like, how did they make another Amnesia game so fast? It's like, dude, it's almost 3 years later. Like, oh, I didn't realize that. So here we go. Tonight I'm excited for this. I hope you guys are too. This should
Totally
be a good
excited.
video.
Let's get into it.
Rebirth was good. Of course, a few weird things there at the ending stuff, but for the most part, a decently scary game. Some good puzzles. Interesting lore.
It's really interesting that the only way the pandemic hurt him was that some of his local restaurants that he used to eat food from, they got closed. And that's about it. And it helped him when he got his bankruptcy passed, because it was online.
I really enjoyed it, so I hope that you guys are ready for some more Amnesia tonight.
Oh, yes, and a bunch of games got delayed. Obviously, it destroyed his business.
How different this one will be from the previous 3 Amnesia games.
Hey, what's up, Almighty Bri?
Vibe to them,
Things are good, man.
Like an anthology, like a horror
Starting a
anthology.
little bit early, so we can have time for some clips.
Where it's the same series, but completely different plot every time.
Oh, yeah, and he
guys
got
have to
the
say something?
stimulus. He got the stimmy. That's hilarious. God damn it. It's so absurd. The government just gave him, like, what, $2,000 something? It's crazy. They just gave it to him. Dude.
He's implying so hard that he's so manly, that's why he doesn't get scared of horror games. Yet a mere sight of a digital woman has him rainbows his shorts.
I don't know what's the thing with him and not being scared of horror games. Because every horror game he plays is just the gamer face. There's no, like, suspense. Nothing gets to him. Sometimes he would jump from a jump scare, but jump scares are literally made to make you jump.
Horror games just have forced reactions. For
Big
every
ups,
little thing.
Spoonyton for the
it
5
ain't
tip.
bad.
Also, he didn't get sick at all, which goes
Oh,
to
yeah.
show how isolated he is.
Yeah. And it's also a miracle his wife didn't get sick, because she worked in retail in some supermarket or some kind of a store like that. So that's kind of weird, but there you go. And you get this. Whatever this is.
Go, Henry, go, go. The rendezvous.
Is this why people watch his horror game playthrough, so he can yell
Like, for
over them and
example,
sing?
this one time, before Dead Space Remake came out, okay, my wife and I said, well, let's rewatch Dead Space 1 before Dead Space Remake comes out, because then I can directly
Do you
compare.
have the Thank You Daddy clip on board yet?
I don't have it, no. I don't even remember hearing it. Or it might be something that... Wasn't it from last time where he said, thank you, daddy? And I said, I want to clip it, and I didn't? I remember I wanted to clip something last time, but I forgot.
The original game to the remake and see the differences. And we started watching this dude.
They're
and
watching
this
some dude.
Not shut the fuck up. It was like every moment was a scream. It was like unbearable. And this guy is very popular on YouTube. He has tons of views. and
Okay,
everything.
who
I'm
is
like,
he?
Dude, I don't know how anyone could watch this.
Yeah, this is the same guy.
Oh, exploded. Yes, very realistic. And the exploding doors. Very nice. It's like a spring-loaded door. It's, you can tell.
And this is also the same guy who started playing God of War Ragnarok day 1 and was singing over the opening cutscene. That was just like a wild chase scene, like intense scene. And he was just la 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 ha ha ha.
Exaggerated.
And then he paused to read tips. Dude. What's the new PicPicGo site? It's picpicgo.re.
Not natural reactions.
And then there's another one, which is goutgoutgo.com, I think. You should try it out. They both do the same thing,
Just so
basically.
people could laugh at the guy, and he gets tons of views online, dude. Ugh, I can't stand that shit. So, yeah, I hope that you guys like my real playthrough of the game starting tonight. Yes, the Blimp, the last horror game we played was back in March. Resident Evil 4 Remake, correct? I think that was March, late March, early May, or excuse me, late March, early April. That was the last horror game. And before then, it was actually, I think, a while. You had Dead Space Remake in January. You had Callisto Protocol in December, right? Which are almost the same game. So there you go. Jex Gaming says, I've been going back to all the old school Call of Duty games, and matchmaking is now fixed. Oh, they fixed all that crap, finally. No more nonsense, no more broken.
Big ups
matchmaking, no
David
more
Cohen for the
hacking.
sub.
That's good to hear. Good evening, Haseo. How are you? Good to have you here.
Hey, Haseo was there.
Mem is excited for late night horror.
He's
Play more scary games. I love scary games. The thing is, I've played a
what
lot
is
of
it?
them.
He's
Like
a hentai
Silent Hill,
enthusiast.
what ones haven't I played?
What was the other
Resident
type of
Evil, which
hentai?
ones have-
That's like comic book hentai. I forgot it, but he likes that. He buys like the physical editions. He's really good.
haven't I
He's
played,
awesome.
right? It's hard to find ones that I haven't really played. Slayer, good evening. He says, did you read the email I sent? I did not. I know you sent me a new email last night. I didn't have a chance. When I get a chance, I'll give it a look. And
Oh yeah, manga,
response.
I guess,
Haven't had a
or
chance to
something
do it.
else. I don't know.
Willow says, how was dinner? Okay. So last week, my wife wanted to try a new recipe she'd never tried before. She wanted to make homemade meatballs, beef meatballs.
Oh,
In the
meatballs.
slow cooker. So this isn't my meatball recipe.
Get to begging already. We don't care about
Marinara sauce,
meatballs.
and it simmers all day in the sauce.
This is a terrible reference, by the way, because he had that series where he made the meatballs. He fucked them up. They fell apart. They were also burned. So this is something that you should pretend that never happened, and you should just keep quiet about it.
This is just the meatballs in a slow cooker. But she wanted to make it healthier, so she said, we're going to do the lower fat content meatballs. And I warned her. I said, no, when I make my Italian meatballs, it's 80-20 mix, 80, meat, 20 fat.
Oh, and what?
It's going to end up not being that good.
It flopped, right?
She wanted, well, I want to try it anyway. So she got 90-10 and too dense, little dry, good flavor, but definitely not what we want. So
Wow, what a fucking asshole. This is a whole I told you so segment for his wife, because she's too dumb to make meatballs, and she was too hard-headed and didn't follow her advice from a professional Italian. As you know, meatballs come from Italy, I guess.
This week, we got 80-20.
And again, he made her look bad, out of nowhere. He just brought this up to make her look bad, and he did. Good job. Good job. Too dense.
All right? She makes them. It's like, oh, the meatballs taste good now, right? But because it was 80-20 mix, the fat was out of control and basically liquefied in the slow cooker. So that even though the meatballs tasted good, they were very fatty. And she goes, well, how are they so good when you make them? And I said, because I make them in a giant pot of Italian sauce. And they
Italian sauce.
So even though they're 80-20 meatballs, the fat melts away into the sauce. You're talking about big...
He could have just said sauce, but you know he's Italian, so he has to say Italian sauce.
pot of sauce that's like 8
And he goes full-on Gordon Ramsay on this.
for dinner. So you don't taste it as much. Here, these meatballs, because you made them in the slow cooker, they just sat there in their own fat simmering all day, so now they taste fatty. And she was like, that's it, we're not doing these anymore. I said, all right. I thought they were all right, but they're like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. She goes, we're going to go back to our old meatballs. We used to get these chicken meatballs that were
Chicken
really good.
meatballs,
So
nice.
I'm okay with that. I love the chicken meatballs, just that she was trying something new for 2 weeks. We couldn't nail it. So she's like, yeah, throw in the towel on this one. We'll go back to the old thing we were doing.
Sure, yeah, just stop. Just give up. You should just DoorDash everything. It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. Don't do anything else. It's gonna be like in The Sims, and you're just gonna set everything on fire.
I thought it was all right.
All right, can we get to the begging now? Like, how long is the fucking evening pre-stream? He's not even supposed to have this segment. The appeal of his evening streams is that you tune in, he's instantly playing games, and he gets to play games for like 2 hours and then fuck off. And I was just sitting there answering fucking questions.
Mark says, when I grew up in...
Wait, Phil, didn't you say you can't cook last night?
Well, it's too complicated. He can cook, but he
He's Flowers
can't.
bragging about rainbows off his wife?
He's he's bragging about pissing off his wife. He is. And he's bragging about being right. That's what it's about. That he told her so. And she didn't listen because she's a
He's joyful
bad
bragging
person.
about joyful off his wife?
Yes, that's correct. I don't know why that played twice, but yeah.
Adelaide, Australia.
But he was right. That was the grand point.
Italian-born people who came to Australia made their own sauce. Most of my friends were
What?
Italian when I was growing up. That's the way to do it. She says, hey, Phil, ready to see your journey in the bunker. Hope you're sufficiently terrorized. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's gonna be terrorized, all right. The trolls were on his ass, and they won. And he admitted they won in the daily rap. That was basically the whole daily rap. He's like, oh my god, the trolls wanted this to happen, and it happened.
When I don't necessarily get like, oh my god, scared when I play these games, but I still enjoy the atmosphere and the stories and the suspense.
Yeah,
That's what it is for
cool
me.
story,
Like,
bro.
The air of not knowing what's going to happen or what's going on. That's what I really like about
That's why I watch DSP for. Because it's a guy who plays video games, and then he just sits around and talks about his wife.
Talk about my wife, please.
Absolutely. Excited for Amnesia, says Mr. Puzzles. Glad to hear that. Ooh, a spicy stew. Slayer says it's a spicy lamb stew. Cabbage, potatoes, carrots, and eggs.
All right, this gets a skip.
I told you guys we would get to it when we get to it, and we got to it now a month later. I'm excited for this. It would be great if you guys could support these late night horror streams. And
Okay, so this is a begging segment. We start off here.
anyways, you can do that. You can simply give this stream a like.
like?
And engagement is absolutely key right now. The last couple of months, my engagement has tanked here on YouTube because I've been playing things that really
His engagement is tanked, but I thought Street Fighter was
I
great.
told you to buy 80/20. Why don't you listen
Why
to
don't
me?
you listen to me? Fucking idiot, dude. 80/20 is the
Naturally,
way.
people haven't
the way
thought
to
about
go.
liking. Like, for example,
80% trolls, 20% fans. That's how it works. More like 10% fans or 5.
I don't talk about liking the stream usually when I'm playing Street Fighter. So some nights we don't hit 100 likes, and that hurts the channel. Comments, I get almost no comments on my Street Fighter videos, and that's a lot of the ones that are
They're
coming out.
bad.
So if you could like the stream tonight, and if you're watching the videos later on, if you could like them and leave comments, that would help a ton. Now, of course, you can always go above and beyond and support in one of these other crowdfunding methods.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
I don't know why the last one was so long, but there you go. You summoned him.
For example,
He's coming for you. Oh, no, you didn't. You motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Today I had this idea where I wanted to download that segment and give him a higher pitch every time he says fuck. Because I noticed that he says it like an extreme amount of times. So someday I'm going to end up doing it. Big ups.
Super chat or a super sticker or a membership or a gifted membership would be
Or a
great
tip?
tonight.
What about
we're
a
trying
tip?
to build the memberships back. We've lost a ton of gifted memberships that had been going on over the last couple of months. And, you know, this morning we got some momentum back, which was very nice. We got back to 500 members. It would be great if we could hit 510 by the end of tonight's stream. That would be absolutely superb. And the thing is, that's not just helping me. That helps the whole community. A gifted membership means someone who can use emotes, who can talk as much as they want in the chat. They get a cool chat crown back.
But, hold on, bro. Later on, he goes on to say that his chat was half trolls and half fans. Why do you want to help out the trolls? So they can get a gifted membership and bypass the slow mode so they can troll you more? You see, even gifting memberships has a lot of downsides for your community.
That's a great way to support. That's not just about me, but about everyone, you know, kind of, you know, getting something nice out of it, right? So please consider that. Of course, tips are absolutely appreciated. And, you know, we have reward goals for tips, a silly hat or a vest or whatever. Absolutely, that would fit into tonight's stream format. It's not like a Street Fighter where a hat would be a...
Candyman. 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 Bloody Mary, hey.
And we got a random Bloody Mary cat in the end. But you summoned him, cat's gonna eat all the Candyman's honey. So there you go, you killed the Candyman.
Wife, stay off.
Yeah, our wife. That's the Adam22 begging segment. Please, our wife needs to fundraise another video with Tyrone.
You know, intrusive here. I can whatever you want. So, good stuff all around. Anything that you could do to support tonight's stream would be greatly appreciated. I don't want to talk about it all night, so I try.
Oh, you gotta say Candyman 5 times. Oh, they got a DLC, I guess.
Now
they patched it.
You know. All right. So, shall we? All right.
Big ups, Anonymous, Omega Kirk.
We have absolutely.
We're doing shout-outs. Shut up.
So far tonight.
Aid Robertson, Era. Big ups, Eurobeat for 15 months, dude.
Shout out, so I might as well get started, right?
Yeah, we might as well. He did this shit for at least like
the TBS earlier.
Yeah.
Please relay to Alt and Steve that they've been on fire the past few weeks. The Dead Sea Scrolls are very entertaining. Cheers.
There you go. I'm gonna screenshot this message and I'll send it in the Discord now. Okay, there you go. Big up, Spoonita.
Okay. Here we go. Good evening, Ellipsian. Good evening, Tyler.
Good evening. Now let's play some games.
For watching. All right, everyone. So we're an hour in, and two things. Number one, I have to pee, and number two, I wanted to stretch my legs regardless.
For real?
I can use the bathroom. I'll be right back. But
how long is this after he started playing? Is this dude really?
All right. So far, I say it's all right. I want to say thanks, everyone.
Oh no, he played for like an hour probably.
On demand on YouTube, by the way. Please, anything helps. It's a part one of
anything helps.
Liking the stream.
What? It's like he's talking about charity. Anything helps.
The video, leaving comments
anything
on the video
helps.
about what you think about the atmosphere.
The fuck, dude.
All right, or just saying, hey, I just want to help with the algorithm. That's
the algorithm.
Helps, all right, anything. All right, and thanks so far, and we will continue in just a moment. Thanks for watching. All right, everyone.
So and now we get the unrecorded part.
Now we're in, and
very nice.
Number one, I have to
two things.
And number two, I wanted to stretch my legs regardless. So I'm going to mute the mic and use the bathroom. I'll be right back. But I will say this, guys, thanks for being here. It would be great if you could support the stream in some way. Giving it a like. We need 15 likes to hit our 100 likes goal for the stream. There's almost 400 of you here. I'm pretty sure we hit 100 likes tonight. But outside of that, any support would be appreciated. Right now, I've gotten one tip in a whole hour, and that's it. Literally nothing else. No super chats, no memberships, no other tips. One singular tip.
One single tip.
If you could support tonight's stream, you've been asking me non-stop for variety.
Yo, he is so fucking pissed. What? You've been asking me. He's straight up yelling, dude.
Stream, you've been asking me non-stop for variety. So I'm giving you variety. I'm giving you what you want tonight.
I'm giving you what you
Great if could
want.
Support that, okay?
This is like your wife telling you don't please her, and then she goes and she fucks Tyrone, and then you're like, dude, I can please you now. Where the fuck did you go?
Okay. All right, I'll be right back,
Adam22 can agree with this.
and we'll continue.
Talk about my wife.
All right, so I'm back, and it looks like
And he's back.
Have received 100 likes, so we're gonna do the celebratory bubble blow tonight.
Awesome.
Thank
Let's
you for the
go.
engagement, everyone. I appreciate that. It does help the stream to have engagement on it. It helps the stats of the channel overall.
The
as well.
stats.
So let's do that. And
He's
again,
stat
we have
padding.
an hour left on the stream.
I'm not gonna compare him to Russell Westbrook because that was gonna be disrespectful to Russ.
Please support.
But he's stat padding for real. He's like legitimately stat padding. The amount of videos he uploads, the stupid likes, the stupid comments under the video, the stupid subscribers, the stupid members, it's all stat padding.
You guys have been asking me nonstop for.
It's
more
worthless
variety content.
stats.
When I announced I was playing this tonight, people seemed to rejoice that I was playing it. So please support it. Okay. All right.
That's the bubble blow of depression right here. Look at this. It's so sad. When you got 100 likes but $4 in tips, this is what you get. Bruh.
Here we go. All right.
And we go back to gaming. And now he's gonna turn on the recording and he's gonna be super hyped. Oh, what's up everyone? This is part 2 of my Amnesia the Bunker playthrough. So far it's been pretty promising, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, but he's sleepy. Alright.
Okay.
You would
Right.
think that he came home from a full day shift and then started streaming the way he's acting. He needs to stretch, he needs to drink coffee on the late stream, he needs to fucking yawn. It's ridiculous.
Now, by the way, I just
Damn,
wanna
I'm
say
way
this,
too
and
dark.
again, don't take offense, but if anyone contributed tonight and it didn't, and I'm not shouting it out or whatever, let me know. You know, it's insanely rare that I would have been streaming for 90 minutes and got one contribution. That never happens. So I don't know if it's just
Wait, now he thinks they're glitched. Oh, this is so good.
chance and a bad night, or
thinks
if
it's
it's that
bug.
things are people are having issues, but no one said a word to me.
Man.
So I'm gonna assume that everything is
Look,
working.
now the lighting is great.
Right? That
That's because I turned on my lights.
fine, but let me know if something's going wrong, because remember, this has happened before, and then all of a sudden someone will be like, well, why you're not doing any shout outs tonight or something, and I was like, well, what are you talking about? Right? And I was like, I don't know.
Huh?
And then I looked and I refreshed, and then there was all these contributions.
Yesterday on the night stream. The day stream is gonna be a smugness marathon, and he's gonna be flexing on the troll so much. Imagine if he got like $200 tips, and they just didn't pop up in PayPal, and then they went through later when he went to bed. Oh man, the trolls are gonna be so mad.
That's happening, but you know, if that's the case and there's nothing, then it's fine. I'm just saying, you know, I wanted to be sure that
If there's nothing.
people are getting upset. All right.
And now, you know, as usual, people in his chat are gonna start not people in his chat, the trolls in his chat. They're gonna start telling him, "Hey Phil, I send you a tip, man. I don't know why it didn't come through."
Someone just did a wings meme, super chat.
Wings of
pretty
PDF.
old, no?
Wow.
They're saying
What
it's
meme? That he's a pedophile?
2016 meme. That's pretty old.
A 2016
There you go,
meme.
Wings
He
of
knows.
PDF.
He knows the age of wing memes. That's very interesting. He's a wing historian. He's a wing historian.
To the super chat.
Big ups, Funkysness for the
So
sub.
that is one super chat of the night, right? Yeah. First super chat of the night. Thank you for that. Okay. Now, ready?
Oh, you have a gun in
Just so
this
everyone
one.
knows, we got about roughly 10 to 15 minutes left on tonight's
All right.
premiere stream of Amnesia the Bunker.
In case
Hope
you
guys are
wanted
liking
to
it. If you are, let me know.
send him money.
And
Even though if you wanted to send him money, you would have done it already, because that's how things work.
thanks to those who chilled tonight.
All right. This is the worst game for
But anyway,
DSP, man.
alright.
This game is so bad
That was
for
an
him.
Interesting introductory 2 hours to the game.
I mean, that's why he
It's
made
cool.
$10. It's such a bad game for him. It's dry and it's like a walking simulator horror game, so there's not much for him to play off of or do anything.
Well, the maps will populate as you actually find the
He
maps
can't
in
even
the
make
area, they
scat
populate
jokes.
your goals, I guess, which is kind of nice. I would say so far it's decent. You know, there's not really much to fall in love with yet or anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, oh my god, blowing me away. It's surprisingly very similar to the previous Amnesia games, although with Amnesia Rebirth, that one was way more, it was like a linear progression game. If you remember, you went from area to area, and yes, there were puzzles and sneaking to do, but it was like a, you know, we had a great attendance.
Great
Although it's weird 'cause I don't
attendance.
feel like a lot of people were talking tonight in the chat.
So,
but we had absolutely
bots?
great attendance.
What is
on the stream,
attendance?
and thanks to those who
Are you having a lecture? Is this an online course?
engaged and
attendance?
everything. All right, so thanks for that. And you know, next time around, what we're gonna have to do is backtrack where we just were, back to Barracks B. I guess what we'll do is try to look for the as the other Amnesia games and what that. You can't really fight the enemy. It's not like a combat. Like the videos, leave comments. Let me know what you think of the playthrough. I would really
Leave comments,
appreciate that.
dude.
Until we continue with Song later in the week. All right, so thank you all, and until next time. All right, I ended the recording, everybody. So yeah,
Man,
next
this
time
this thing with the attendance is really weird, and you know, nagging people to talk in chat is like everybody has their own way of watching something. Somebody's gonna be in chat and be active. Somebody's gonna listen to in the background as they're playing a game or doing dishes or something. You don't get to dictate how people are gonna consume your stream, which is really funny because most people consume his stream by laughing at him and probably talking over him to say something stupid about him. But he's trying to enforce how you're supposed to show up to a DSP stream. You should talk in chat and support and etc, and it makes him even more annoying than he has any right to be.
we'll continue right from here. We'll have to backtrack a little bit, but I think we have the kind of a general idea what we need to do, right? Thanks for everyone who was here. For the very few people who supported, I think there were two.
And also, like, if the views are low, don't worry about people that are not there. But think about the people that are already watching and pleasing them and keeping them aboard. So it's really not that fucking complicated.
Maybe 3, 1 membership. And
What do
2
we got?
chats all night.
Oh, yeah, okay. Now we got the stat sheet. We're reading out the stats.
I'm not gonna lie or sugarcoat it. All right, this was the least supported stream I have done all year. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. I don't think there's been a single stream where it's been this least supported, especially for the attendance. You know. Now I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's the game, because people had told me they wanted something different. They wanted variety. They wanted, when I announced I was going to play this, some people were ecstatic. They were like, oh, you're going to do a horror game? This is cool. And we like Amnesia, right? So I have absolutely no idea. I was getting more support on the Zelda streams. I was getting more support on the Diablo streams. I got way more support on my Final Fantasy, and certainly the Street Fighter streams. I don't know what happened at this particular game. For some reason, it was the slowest night ever. I really have no clue.
Well, I mean, first of all, the things that I can think of, let's say it's the game's fault, right? Let's say this is not Dark Side Phil, but it's Light Side Frank playing the game, and he's like a normal person. He's premiering it on a late stream, which has a track record of having low support and low attendance anyways. There's barely been any hype for this stream, for this game in particular, not just on his stream, but in general. It's not a very hyped game. So by default, you're kind of putting it on a chopping block, and you can't expect that much.
Sit here and complain and whine about it all night. I'm just making a factual observation. That was the case, and you know, you guys, when you're asking for variety, you're asking me to do something. This was a game that I initially
What? That's a nice zoom in. We get to see the guy chasing the other guy
last month
with a bike.
And people
was he on a bike?
When are you gonna play it?
Yeah, he's on a bike.
Well, I played it. Where were you? Right?
Where were
Where
you?
were you when I finally got to the game that you've been asking for the month?
Do I have to be here? Did we sign a contract or something that I have to be here when you're playing a game that I remotely care about and I was vaguely excited for you to play?
You know,
What?
overall, it's exactly
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Hey, stop it. You're gonna get me killed.
what I expected it to
Or
be. I don't
whatever
know what people
Beetlejuice
were
does.
expecting
I haven't watched the 80s movie. I just know the Beetlejuice from Howard Stern, which is that short guy who always says weird stuff.
from Amnesia. I mean, it's the same
If that's who you're summoning, then that's fine. We're gonna hang out. But the Michael Keaton Beetlejuice, no, that's not gonna work out.
formula every game. It really is, with a different plot. But I don't know what else to say. You know, like I'm not again. You notice I didn't talk about it all night. I wasn't going to.
What?
I'm not going to sit here and complain constantly about it because I know it's annoying to the viewer, and that's not what you're here for.
But that's what you're doing right now.
But at the same
And
time,
you did like a plug segment like 4 times.
you know, if people really wanted this and asked for it and said, you're dying for me to do something different, where was the support? Because that question is, maybe it's a vocal minority. Maybe if I did play Street Fighter tonight, we would have done way better, you know? And I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I would hope
I don't know.
that if people really want variety, that they're going to support the variety. That it's not
Dude, the switch between the layouts is such a fucking comedic mess. It's like he's clicking on and off random things in OBS. Like this, like me doing this. And it's like you're clicking on something and then you're clicking it off. It's ridiculous. What? We didn't get audio for this one? Why not? Oh, because I turned off the alerts. You see? I did a DSP thing.
Hey Beetlejuice, how deep is a 6-foot hole?
500. Next question.
that it's just people's
Remember, he doesn't panic over one stream.
Dude, this is not panic. This is statement of fact. Also known as pointing out and being honest.
screaming, and then
Oh yeah, the actual
actually
answer
not
was 21.
true.
But
It's a
I know.
vocal minority that are just screaming about anything. You know what I'm saying?
What? Who? The trolls?
I just hate to say it. I get the feeling that is the case.
hates
a lot
to
of
say
the
it.
time where you get people who are complaining. Like all of June, there was complaints about it's just RPGs and Street Fighter. So now I'm doing the first thing that's different. So what happened? Right? But
Where did you go?
we'll
What
see
happened?
I'm playing it again.
That's what I'm
on
asking.
Monday night, yes, because tomorrow night I'm gonna do a community night in Street Fighter. So
Community
if you wanna
night.
Play me in Street Fighter tomorrow night. We're gonna
Which
do
is like
similar
the
how we did
weirdest
Wednesday night.
shit. Because he makes
up the lobby,
specific
you have to
rules
pick it.
to tell people that it's not serious. So you shouldn't be trying to win. You shouldn't be trying to win. This is fucking ridiculous. Because if you try and win, you might end up busting his ass. And then he looks bad because he's supposed to be the former pro and you're supposed to be a fan of his.
We'll have people join and see how it goes and all of that, and and go from there. So let's see what happens tomorrow night. Hopefully it goes well. I kind of talked a little bit more about it yesterday, how we're going to do it. It's going to basically be, if you play me once, it'll you got to leave after that.
Play me once, shame on you.
To be able to play.
Play me
And
twice.
It's going to be more casualized stream.
Talk about my
Meaning
life.
It's not going to be
Talk about my
everyone
wife.
come in with their absolute best characters and try to kick ass. I'm going to be using a variety of characters. Like I like to
Okay.
use Luca a couple matches. I like to use Ryu, Dalsim, Zangief, Honda. Characters that I'm
His airline is so weird, man. I was watching one of the older videos today from the Decepticon, the King of Hate documentary series thing. Another episode came today, and I'll catch up on them at some point in the future. But he put in a lot of work in it. I want to find it. And one of the older ones, dude, he was on his desk. Here. And he looks at the camera. Look at this fucking airline. Look at how uneven it is. Look, dude. And this is the one where he calls people on Twitch fucking idiots. When he used to work at Twitch. I mean, he used to stream on Twitch.
That was incredibly stupid to send me that email.
You see, look at the fucking airline. Bruh. Man, and it's his mom's fault, obviously.
I'm not great with. I'd like to actually use Lily to some extent, and get a good variety in, rather than it just be about me using Blanca all night, which would be boring in my opinion. If I'm doing Blanca, I'll go ranked all night. I don't need to play against the viewers with Blanca, right? So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow night, and then I guess what we'll do is Monday night we'll do this again. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I hope that it goes better than that. If we're gonna have 400 people on the stream or whatever. I would hope that more than like 3 people are gonna think of contributing to the stream because people asked for this game. The thing is, there's
You guys
tons of
asked
other
for
things I
this.
could be doing.
Where
We could do
were
more
you?
Street Fighter. We could go back to Elden Ring, which people asked.
And by the way, yeah, this is the guy telling his trolls that they have no lives. And he expects people in his chat, whenever he decides to play a game, to show up. Regardless. You show up. You gotta be in chat. If you can't be in chat, support, send him a tip while he's fucking sleeping. You gotta be there. But the trolls, those fucking idiots, they have no lives.
for a while.
What a bunch of
Other
fucking
releases
idiots,
that
am
have
I
come
right?
out, we can look at other Game Pass releases. We don't have to play this. I played it because you guys asked for it for a month and said that you wanted it. So I would hope that that's going to be the case, and it wasn't just a bunch of, you know, people asking for it who actually it was not the case. I don't know. All right? All right. Everyone, let's have a good evening here. Tomorrow it's going to be DSP versus the internet on the first stream, and it's going to be a nice late night stream of FUHN in the viewer lobby.
FUHN. FUHN. That sounds like an OnlyFans girl. FUHN.
Tomorrow night, okay? Fair enough? Yeah, I actually don't know how long the game is because the game doesn't seem that long. I have no idea. You know, I guess it depends on each wing, how long it takes you to go through each wing and clear it out. You know, there's what, 4? There was the prison, the communications, the arsenal, and there was another one, right? There's like 4 different wings you have to go through. So, I don't know. I would probably say at least, like I said, probably at least another 2 night streams to finish it. But yeah, do I really want to be putting 6, 8 hours in the game?
Jade is here. And as the tradition goes, he says, "Sup, my ooses." So he's still here. His mama didn't make him go somewhere else and play with somebody else. He's still hanging and banging with Phil. That's fucking wholesome. That's badass.
No one cares about it. I don't know. So let's see what happens. All right. I hope, like I said, you always gotta hope for the positive. That's why I didn't sit here and complain all night or anything. I was
You are complaining though.
I enjoyed playing it with you guys, so we'll see what happens. Okay.
I would like to see what his definition of complaining actually means. Oh yeah, what is ooses? Well, in the WWE, there is a tag team called the Usos, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and they call themselves the Ooses. It's like bros, you know? And the fans, they're also called the Ooses. So there you go. Jade is obviously a wrestling fan because many of the quality DSP fans are wrestling fans. Like Derek, he's a big fan of AEW.
All right, let's get out of here for the night. Thank you all.
Let's
for being
skedaddle.
in the audience. I hope you all have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow it's the podcast here on the channel in the morning. Then after the podcast, we head over to the React channel for DSP versus the internet. All right, the React show, and then we come back.
Oh yeah,
here
that's
tomorrow
today.
night for a late night viewer lobby.
I was supposed to be doing this with the Decepticon, but I have family business that I was told was gonna happen, kind of last minute, so I can't do it.
A Street Fighter 6 fun, okay?
But we have something planned for that. That's gonna be very fun, kind of like last time.
All right. Thank you all. Great stuff. Enjoy your evening. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. All right, everyone. Peace out. Have a good night.
All right, and now we get to the daily wrap. Is this the daily wrap?
Good evening, everyone.
Oh, yes.
Here and welcome
Correct.
to the Daily Wrap for what was Saturday, the 15th of July, 2023, my second streaming day of the week. And after a day full of Street Fighter, on Street Fighter Friday, today was the variety day where we were going to mix it up. You know, you got the podcast, you got Final Fantasy 13, and a new game, which you guys have been asking me to play for about a month. And a lot of people have been saying, we just can't wait for variety on
First
Saturday
things
night.
he says is, "You guys asked me."
Bunker. So
Very
let's
nice.
talk about what happened all day long.
Yeah, this is also a 17-minute daily wrap. 17 minutes. Get a load of this shit. Almost 18. And it's just, all of it is content. This shit is wild. And you know, when there's a long daily wrap, some shit is going down.
Warning. When I do this, I'm honest with my audience. I tell you the truth.
And he gives you the fucking intro. He gives you the intro that he's gonna be bitching about stuff. And the previous segment was like, "Oh, you guys, I didn't bitch about stuff. You see, I'm not bitching. I'm not complaining." And that was him being honest.
Then don't watch this show. Because that's what I do here. That's the whole point of the Daily Wrap, to tell you exactly how.
If you can't handle honesty, don't watch this.
All of that and my opinions on it. And you know, some people
You have to give you a
sensitive
disclaimer.
shit. They can't take the truth, right? They don't want to hear it. How dare you talk about this or that? Well, I talk about stuff and I'm honest, and that's going to be the point. I actually would love your feedback on this video about how today went, because I'm actually very curious about how something went, and we're going to talk about that right now, okay? The late stream tonight was Amnesia the Bunker's premiere. Now, ever since Amnesia the Bunker was going to come out in May, people were excited and said they wanted to see me play it. Then it got bumped to early June, and this was the kiss of death, as I said it was going to be.
The kiss of death.
It came out amongst Zelda, Street Fighter 6, and Diablo.
Okay, yeah, it never had any chance against any of them. That's pretty obvious.
It came out, no one talked about Amnesia the Bunker. It's as if the game never existed.
It's also a pretty niche game. It's the latest game in a franchise that already had, like, what, 3 installments? So the people that care about it know about it, and they're probably gonna check it out because they're fans or at least enjoyers of the franchise. And the people that don't care about it, they already know they don't care about it because it's like the 4th game in the franchise. That's like if a Final Fantasy comes out and I don't care about it, then I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna play it. It doesn't matter if it comes out in a season where all the games are coming out. I'm just not gonna play it. And if I care about it, I'm gonna play it. It's just common sense.
It's sad because the Amnesia games are pretty good horror experiences. And I was sad that this happened to the game because people were like, were you going to play it still? I was like, how could I possibly play it? You know, I'll be too busy with those other new releases. I told you guys if you still wanted it, I would go back and play it once we had a chance. And now that we finished both Zelda and Diablo, we got night streams open and said, hey, what do you guys want? And the overwhelming feedback I received this week was, we want variety in Street Fighter. Don't just do random ranked. If you're going to do Street Fighter, do something like a community night or something like that. And we want Amnesia the Bunker because that's horror and that's going to add variety to the streams, okay? Now, allow me to tell you my experience with the game and my experience with the stream. My experience with the game is almost exactly what I expected. It's Amnesia. In this game, you're not fighting the creature that's after you.
That kind of goes to my point.
You're trying to survive.
That it's Amnesia. If you know what Amnesia is, you're probably going to play it. If you don't, you might look it up. If you don't care, you're not going to play it.
Avoid it. You're trying to make as
so it's really not a big deal.
Sneak around. You're trying to solve puzzles. We already solved a bunch of puzzles tonight, right? And it's a little confusing because the game doesn't really hold your hand or tell you what to do. You got to kind of figure it out for yourself. But in general, I had a good time. We made good progress. You know, 2 hours in, we're in one wing of this underground bunker.
Okay, this is getting the skip.
When you have legit viewers and you have people...
Oh, yeah, okay. So here we get into the salt. And you can see it on his face.
Had a good time. We made good progress.
We made good progress.
2 hours in, we're in one wing of this underground bunker, and we're trying to solve all the puzzles. I feel like we were almost...
Oh, so I basically even rewind it.
And then I got
bad.
Which is fine, because I lost, like, maybe 5 minutes of gameplay. It wasn't a huge deal. But I was like, oh, man, well, we got to, go back and redo that. And then I ran out of time. So overall, it's a creepy atmosphere. It's an interesting story so far. It's kind of building to a big thing. Like, they're hinting that you're going to eventually end up in this underground Roman temple or something, and apparently...
Oh, you definitely should. And they should lock you up in there.
That's why people were kind of losing
I'm just being honest, you guys.
You're not sure, but that's what they're alluding to on the logs you're reading. Like, that's pretty interesting. Maybe we'll get down there, and there'll be a big ending here that's scary and shit. That'll be fun, right? So it's exactly what I expected for the most part, okay? The stream. First of all, we had way too many people for this game. And what I mean by that is you can tell...
Suspicious.
You have legit viewers and you have people coming in from hater streams. So, as I'm playing the game, I notice the attendance is going up and we go from 300 to over 400 viewers. And
okay.
This is not, this is a game that's a month old. It's not a super hyped game. Why do we have this many? And then, of course, what ends up happening...
because it's the premiere. Isn't that, like... Isn't it supposed to be hype?
Much about this on the stream because I didn't want to derail it.
What?
Is that we had a bunch of trolls coming in, being stupid shitheads, doing tips and stuff that were very disgusting and insulting and stuff, and I just ignored it. I didn't talk about it on stream, but you can tell when morons are coming in from a restreamer. So someone out there...
How could he tell?
Must have been restreaming, and they sent their goons over.
They send their goons. They don't do that. The people that are on a restreamer's chat, they stay there.
So here's the stream. It says 4 or 5...
They send their goons. It's like, go, fuck him up, guys. Fuck him up. Tell him that he got gout and his wife is fat. Go.
People watching.
Load up the socks.
You're noticing you're not seeing that, right?
Yeah, right.
I would say the chat was 50% fans, 50% newcomer, hater, troll, idiots.
Yeah, sure. He can tell by looking at the number of people in chat, he can tell exactly the proportions of what is his fans and what is trolls. That's just fucking paranoia and delusion.
And
he's making up conspiracies just so he can be right. He's so desperate to be right about something.
Legitimately enjoy the game, and in general, it's a little bit tougher to focus on a game when you have that going on. Just being honest, the troll element, you know, you got to try to control the stream. At one point, I was moderating myself, and then finally a moderator came in to help, which was really nice. Thank you to that moderator. You know who you are. You know, it is what it is. It's par for the course around here. But here's what I observed, okay?
Okay, let's see. Let's see the statistics. Let's look at the research and observations.
It doesn't seem like there's much interest in this game. I'm going to be honest with all of you.
Oh,
right?
What made you
This
think
is
that?
The troll element tonight.
The
reason
troll
we had those
element.
Viewers was because there were trolls coming in to see if someone would support this game, which did not happen. All right. Here's what happened. I got 2 super chats.
Okay.
And it took all night for that, by the way. I got 1 new member, and I got 2 tips. Lowest, I'm not kidding, lowest support night this year.
Okay, maybe it was a dog shit stream. Because you started out talking about your wife's fucking meatballs that were bad. And then you played a game apparently boring for 2 hours. And then you clocked out and you bitched a bunch in between. So it was a shitty stream. Why are you crying about it?
Up to now. Literally the lowest amount of support I got in 2023.
Nice.
Any stream.
Nice.
Now, could it have
He got 10 more dollars than what I think he deserves. So there you go.
just been a night of bad luck? Yeah, it might have been. But what I'm getting the vibe is that there's people who like me as a variety streamer. However, this doesn't necessarily mean that the content that I'm putting out, because it's samey content, like a lot of Street Fighter 6, that is bad. What it means is that you get people who essentially don't have anything to talk about.
What?
So they get bored, and now they want me to change it up so now they can complain.
They don't have any... Oh, yeah, this is the trolls. Literally.
So, for example, if I'm playing
Literally.
Street Fighter 6, generally, support's decent. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's decent. Usually the gameplay's good, the streams have a good vibe to them, and Street Fighter 6 is good. Do I
What is the good vibes? Constant excuses when he loses a match? When he does badly? Even when he just gets hit once or twice?
rage? Of course. That's par for the course.
Okay.
But what's happened is, in the last month and a half that I played Street Fighter 6 a lot, the trolls don't have anything to do anymore.
That's absolutely incorrect. That's literally bullshit. Because the troll's been having so much more to talk about than if he was playing any other random game. For example, Amnesia the Bunker. And of course, he licking his lips. And this is just bullshit. And I know because I've seen the amount of engagement videos get talking about him being bad at Street Fighter. We had like 2 weeks on that being said where we talked about him doing Street Fighter and it was normal. So there wasn't any dip in trolls caring about Street Fighter. If anything, a lot of the trolls know Street Fighter or at least fighting games and they can tell when he's being bad at them and they make fun of him for that.
Because what are they going to talk about? Street Fighter 6 all day? Even they get bored because they're idiots. They don't
Really?
understand competitive fighting games.
They don't understand competitive fighting games. Says the guy who makes viewer lobbies and tells people not to try too hard because they can beat him and he gets mad at them. He understands fighting games. That guy. He gets it.
So they have nothing to say. So literally they sit around with their thumb up their butt every time I'm playing Street Fighter 6 with nothing to do. So they
I don't
have
really
been
think that's...
actually trying to get-
I would have nothing to do because I don't care about fighting games. So if I was restreaming him, I would have nothing to do. I would probably be playing a game of my own.
get me to play
So you would be watching this in split screen. So I would kind of think of some kind of compromise. There you go.
other games because they want me
Or
to
I would just be, like he said, fingering my ass, which would be more pleasant than watching a Dark Side Phil stream any day. I'm doing it right now.
play another game that then they could have a night like tonight where it's a horror game. Oh, let's disrupt his stream. Let's get trolls in the chat. Let's get troll tips going his way.
What?
So that he'll be
Is this like a
distracted,
coordinated
so he can
op?
enjoy the game. And then at the end of the night, let's actually say, oh, look, he had a horrible night with no support, right? This is literally exactly what they've been wanting all along. By the way, I'm not saying that everyone who wanted to see me play Amnesia the Bunker is a troll. I'm
Of course,
saying
not
that at all.
everyone. Even if you were saying it, you would be objectively wrong when you make extreme fucking absolute statements like that. Big ups Andrew for 16 months, dude.
I'm saying is you can tell the vibe.
Andrew is he really likes the finger up the butt streams. That's what he's been
So I went
around
from,
for
oh,
so long.
This is cool. There's hype for a horror game tonight to, wow, literally the hype was fake all along.
Fake
Yeah,
hype.
there's some people who wanted it.
What?
But actually, more than half the viewing audience tonight is a bunch of trolls.
Okay.
Who are sitting around to not support but be insulting jerks. Right? And I feel like there's little to no real demand for this game. I'm just being honest. You could disagree
What?
with me, and I would love to hear your feedback on the subject if you were there live or not.
No
You know,
demand.
Isn't it interesting that even though attendance was up, the chat was quite silent. There was a lot of trolling in the chat that moderators had to take care of. I was getting troll tips all night.
Bruh, he was getting troll tips all night. But he's saying the trolls were just sitting in chat, not contributing. But he was getting troll tips all night. But he ended up in $10 in tips. And you know that the troll tips, they don't get counted towards the end goal. So he might have had 30 bucks in total. You'll never know. Because he was getting troll tips all night. And they don't get recorded. Big ups. He only records the clean money, not the blood money.
The lowest support night of 2026. Or, excuse me.
2026. This is the futuristic begging segment.
The slowest night of the year.
Cyberpunk begging.
If there were over 400 legit...
He's gonna get new mods for begging. He's gonna install a begging add-on to his eyes to make him even more bug-eyed when he's talking about money.
Viewers that maybe a few of them would have wanted to support this playthrough that they've been asking for so much recently, and now we're shitting on the viewers. Exactly what it is. These idiots wanted me to play this game because they can't do anything when I play Street Fighter because that gets supported and there's good gameplay and they can't say shit. So
bro, but when you think about it, is clip him playing Street Fighter. That's literally all they have to do, and that's it. Because he's bad at it, and his commentary is bad, and he gets salty as fuck.
They want me to play something different, so now they can act like, oh, look at this. You know, well, I'll be honest. I think what's happened is there really isn't much demand for the bunker. Just being honest here. Not to say that I don't like the game. I thought I liked it fine.
Yeah, we've been getting mini Fs a lot tonight. I got a lot of dropped frames, but it seems like it's fine.
But I think that there really was no demand for it, or very little demand for it.
Yeah, it's a noise in the line, nothing more.
Basically, trolls pissed off. They wanted something to make fun of.
Trolls were pissed off. They were angry.
Because it's a month old, and quite frankly, it's in the same vein as the other Amnesia games. It
so
literally is like the other Amnesias.
So what he wants to tell you is that he got fooled and scammed by the trolls, so he can play a game that is gonna give us more stuff to make fun of. And then he makes a 17-minute daily rap where he gives us more stuff to make fun of. That's why he's so fucking great.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
It's absolutely zero self-awareness.
It's a different location and plot, but it is just another Amnesia game. Nothing, it doesn't feel that special. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. If you like the Amnesia formula, what I'm saying is it's not standing out. It's not, oh my god, this one's so much different than the others because of this amazing improvement or this. Not really. It feels like another Amnesia game. I'm sure that it'll be interesting as we get further in or whatever, but yeah, like, I actually, now I'm starting to believe that it was bullshit all along. That,
it was bullshit. Fake hype.
But it wasn't.
They lied.
My viewers.
You know what I think he should do? He should get super paranoid about every single game he plays because it might be bullshit. That person that was really hyped for it in chat, even if he has a chat crown for being a member, he might be bullshitting. He might be a troll. He might be leading him down a dark and dangerous path where the trolls are gonna get the upper hand again.
If I had done another Street Fighter night tonight, or maybe, here's the other thing, and this is what I was saying to people at the end of my stream tonight. This game didn't need to be played. There's many things we could do. We could have gone back to Elden Ring. Elden Ring was doing very well when I was doing my return to Elden Ring playthrough. Their attendance and the support was good on those streams, and that's been on hold for 2 months. We could go back to Elden Ring, right? Or there's other things out there. There's other Game Pass games. There's retro games we could be playing right now. Throwback stuff.
Take a sip. Delicious.
We're so limited in games to be played that we have to play an
He's late again.
You know what I'm saying?
Prestream's been on for like 16 minutes.
I hate to say it. I do feel like I kind of got duped.
He got duped.
I was listening to mostly the wrong people. Although, again, I know there are legit fans who were looking for this. Some of them were here tonight. Thanks to anyone who was here tonight. It was a positive influence and or did support the stream. I'm not even kidding. 5 people who did. There were 5 people who contributed
5 people.
Tonight.
What about, what about the troll tips? We don't even count them at all because some of them might end up being chargebacks. Because he's been very quiet about chargebacks recently, which means he's getting a lot of them. Because if he starts talking about them, then there's going to be more. So I guess all the troll tips are now chargebacks automatically, so we don't talk about them, count them, or they don't exist.
But outside of that, I know for a fact it was a bunch of bullshit. These people trying to derail stuff and get it to the point where they can make fun of it again. And they, they feel like they succeeded tonight, which is funny because I didn't read any troll messages from these idiots. I just ignored them.
How did you know it's a troll message then?
But yeah, it's disheartening when
I didn't read. Oh, he didn't read them out loud, but you read them, so they got to you. If you're ranting about them so much, then they probably got to you.
I felt like there was going to be momentum. There was going to,
which is the point of trolling, is to get to somebody and get a reaction. And this 17-minute daily rap, that's a reaction.
For this, people were excited. And I played it. I'm like, where is everyone? Half of my audience is trolls, and it's the slowest supported stream of the year. Like, what is going on here, right?
Huh?
So here's the deal. I've actually heard the bunker's short. I've heard it's about a 6 to 8 hour game. Tops.
Oh, there you go.
Like, even if you suck at it and you die a ton, it's still around 6 to 8 hours. So I don't know. What I would like is feedback. Here's what I would like you to do. If you could leave comments on the Amnesia videos or on this video, and I'll talk to people about it tomorrow on the podcast as well. Is this a game we want to continue with?
Oh, yeah,
Or
we're
is
going to
it
get
one
that
done,
treatment
what it is?
today.
Okay, it's the same as the other.
It's going to be
Amnesia.
hot.
Go and do something else that's more interesting. I want to play what people find interesting. When I have a night that's more than half trolls and the slowest supported stream of the year, that's your way of telling me you didn't find it very interesting. Okay? So let me know.
Yeah, I do actually think he had a $7 stream a couple of weeks ago, Diablo stream, but then probably he got more super chats. And now he's counting it all kind of cumulatively, if that's the proper word to use. You know, a sum of all the contributions. So this one was apparently very slow. But anyways, we have reached the pinnacle of entertainment as the guy is about to go live. So right after the pre-cream intro, I'm gonna let him speak. Let the pig talk.
You would want then, and I'm open.
Unless there's something
to
else.
listening to your feedback.
But there
if
isn't.
you want me to not play this again and do something
There you
different
go.
on Monday night, I will do that. All right, but I need that feedback to know exactly what it is you guys want, because I do feel like I've kind of been duped right now. All right, so
It was
please give me your
scammed.
feedback. Let me know.
It's also a pathetic
Tomorrow,
attempt to make
it's another
people
variety
give him
day.
money
The
for
first stream
owning the trolls.
time Street Fighter 6, and just so they can make an example. Oh, look, no one's supporting it. Well, fuck off. You know, I don't want to waste time with that. Then let's do something people want to see. All right. So please give me your feedback.
Awesome.
Thank
This shit is godlike. All right, let's enjoy the quality entertainment that Burnell Productions provides. And I guess this glitched. Oh no, it's still live. Everything is correct. Nothing is wrong, and we're gonna be hanging and banging as usual. So let's pull up his chat. It should be visible. Let's put it on live chat. Yeah. Now we get to read all the quality style messages. He's not doing the fake intro anymore, is
Good
he?
morning, everyone.
What the
Welcome to
fuck?
show. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying the weekend like I am. This is the level.
Why is he dressed up like that?
We're very busy.
This is like a homeless man who wants to look fancy for a day.
We party.
What the
we
fuck
chill,
is
we
this
have a good
shirt?
time together here
This is
on
my
Tuesday.
grandpa's shirt.
Been enjoying the chill summer vibe.
Dude.
I certainly have. And I
Why
hope
is he
you
looking
guys
like
are
this?
Ready. Today is a special.
You can
day
see the
because
ring
today
light
is
in
all
his
about
glasses, super
you,
obnoxious.
The viewer. That's right. All of today.
And of course it's quiet.
Festivities and streaming are based around you. Today is Sunday, the 16th of July, 2023. Of course, I'm Darkside Phil, and I welcome you here to the show. Today will be interesting, although we're kind of jumping around a bit because of the content today. Starting off here on DSP Gaming with the Level 1 podcast. Moving over to my sister React channel, DSP Reacts, for my weekly show, DSP versus the Internet, where I watch clips that the channel members over there have submitted for me to
He
react
looks like
to.
he wants to
And
sell
then
me a
later tonight,
timeshare.
Yeah, he looks like some greasy scammer at like a, I don't know, like a bus station or something. He definitely wants to sell you something, so he dressed pretty appropriately.
and you guys join it, and we face off against each other. Have some nice casual play online multiplayer to level up our characters, to have some good times. We tried this back on Wednesday night. It was really successful. There was more than enough people for this to work, and people were actually upset because a lot of people wanted to get in and couldn't get in and said, will you do it again? I said, yeah, I'll do it again next week.
Big
So
ups
we're doing it
Joey for the
tonight.
sub.
So that's what I mean. Today is literally all about the
Agent
viewer.
Sniff.
It's all about
Yeah,
the
it's
interaction
Agent
with you
Sniff.
guys.
Big
Your
ups Agent
clips,
Sniff.
Your gameplay against me in Street Fighter. It's a good time.
Bruh.
A little bit different than just kind of sitting around, just playing games.
Well, I guess it's something different. It's not a shitty gaming t-shirt that is too small.
I like breaking stuff up. Speaking of variety, we're going to talk about yesterday, because yesterday there was no Street Fighter 6.
Fallout.
We had the continuation of Final Fantasy 16, as well as the premiere of Amnesia: The Bunker. I'd like to talk about both simply because in the one case, one game is continuing on pretty much exactly like I thought would happen. And in the other case, I was surprised. Let's just put it that way. I think that maybe...
and he made his hair all fancy. It's like he's going out on a day off. He's probably wearing jeans right now.
On the show today.
And if he was wearing the Zelda jammies, it's gonna look weird. That's a weird fit.
Feedback on the game and go from there. We'll talk all about it. All right. So anyway, guys, I hope that you guys are enjoying your weekends. I don't know what you're up to. If you're watching the stuff, if you're chilling. You know, here in the summer,
we are chilling.
It is very hot here in Washington State.
Yep.
We have high temperatures of like mid 80s to 90. Yesterday it was 90 degrees, and we needed to have all of the air conditioners full-time pumping here in the home just to keep it a reasonable temperature. And even then, the house was almost 80 degrees. You know how much you can do about that. Today it's a little bit on the cooler side, which is good. So with some clouds and stuff outside, hopefully we'll be able to keep the temps down. That would be nice. But I hope that you guys are ready for a nice, relaxing, interactive day, okay? Now, I guess what we should do, let's start with yesterday. Let's recap what happened, and I want to talk a little bit about last night's stream in particular.
Oh, we get another daily wrap.
Because absolutely, I love your feedback. I cherish it.
Another.
I want to know what you thought. I want to know what's going on.
Tell me,
And then we'll talk
Mr.
about the schedule for
Anderson,
the rest of the
what
week,
good is a
okay?
wallet?
So,
You're unable
as
to
you
tip.
guys-
That's a good one, Snu. That's a good line.
All right, we were essentially playing
And
this.
they don't even stay properly on his
There was
face.
Street Fighter 6.
Weird
There
glasses.
was Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. There was Diablo 4. And then there was Final
Bruh.
Fantasy 16 when it came out around the middle of June. And those were the 4 games that we played literally like a month to a month and a half straight, right? And I started getting complaints. Phil, I thought
His
you were a variety
hairline is as
streamer.
balanced
Why are
as
you
his
playing
credit
3
history.
RPGs?
Hey, that's personal. And I support it.
Want variety. I play them. You know, we're going to play through them.
It's harder than where
You
he
know,
is at.
because of a lot of the
So,
complaints.
there you go.
There was considerations that were made. For example, in the case of Diablo 4,
Big ups,
I actually stopped
for the
doing side
contribution,
content
guys.
and just played through the story to get through it so we can move on. In the case of Zelda, you know, I decided that I was going to do the main dungeons and the memory, geoglyph memories, and anything else that seemed essential for the end of the game and then just beat it. And I wasn't going to do too much exploration. Instead, we were going to try to just get through it and move on to new stuff. There were so many complaints. So I'm like, all right, that's what we're going to do. And for the most part, I'll be honest, I don't think that I really have missed much. I mean, the Diablo stuff, if I continue with the post-game stuff like this capstone dungeon or the season coming up, is going to be more of the same, right? It really is. I know it's going to be more of the same.
He's
It's
gonna
not like
spend
game's
half
gonna
the
change
stream
or be
fixing his
groundbreaking
glasses.
different if I continue to play it. That's just the nature of that game. It's the gameplay.
Oh,
It's
man.
addicting, and a lot of people like it. But for a streaming audience, you know, especially one that's not 100% this kind of PC game, you're only going to get so far with that kind of game. All right, with Zelda, I was destined to fail no matter what, because with Nintendo fans, you're never really going to win unless you're playing exactly the way that they want it, which I didn't, obviously. So anyway, we got through a bunch of games, which is good, right? And basically, as of, you know, late last week, we were left with Street Fighter 6 and all its different iterations. So not only just the online multiplayer ranked, but also the World Tour mode, which is fun because it's a single-player mode that is nothing like the online play of the game. It's kind of like playing the Yakuza
this is
series
not
where you
even
wander
the
through an
schedule
open world, fighting
segment. This is the
random enemies, doing
recap
boss fights,
segment.
leveling your character up, getting
And
new
we're probably
abilities.
gonna have no
And there's some
gaming
silly
news
plot
because it's the
involved,
middle of
too.
summer.
So actually, it's kind of interesting because the first time they've ever attempted anything like that in Street Fighter, we went back to that. And then we had our first ever community night the other night, all right? And that was fun. Although, admittedly, the first night was a little rough because I didn't exactly know how people could join, and I didn't know how to help people to find it. And, you know, you're going to have those issues when you're just starting up something new.
Big ups
But
Juan for
now,
10 months. He says, oh, Grandpa
we're
trying to
actually
look
doing something a
cool
little
again.
different. Now we're
Yeah,
gonna do
isn't
tonight.
he
We actually
cool?
got some of the bugs worked out, I feel. It'll probably be a little bit better tonight, I think.
He's
which is a
dressed
good thing.
up for a
It's
class
gonna get better the
reunion.
more we do it. And by the way, we even decided we're going to have separate community nights. Tonight it's going to be casual night. People come in, play whoever you want. I'll be playing a variety of characters that I'm not great with. It's good to kind of level up, get some gameplay against random people. You never know what you're going to face, but also you're going to kind of, you know, use characters you're not great with and level them up.
He
right?
looks like
We
he's
are
in
gonna
witness
do
protection.
Other nights that are going to be
That's
more
pretty
serious.
good.
I'm going to call it DSP versus the world.
Wow.
And what those are going to be is I'm going to try my absolute best with my best characters, which would probably at this point be like Blanca, maybe Luke.
Oh, so he's gonna try
I don't know
hard.
who's my third best character. I don't even know. I don't, you know, maybe Zengi. Maybe
He's gonna be
Lee, I don't
spamming
know.
Blanca
But
at you.
I would try to
You
basically
better be
do as
ready.
play as hard as I could and win every match as best as I could without messing around. Try to play super serious. We're not doing that tonight. That's not tonight. That's going to be later on, probably next week. We'll do a lobby like that and test that out and see how that goes. Okay, so this is cool because all this new content now being generated because we finished Zelda and we finished Diablo, right? But you guys have said to me that you really truly want something new, a new game in the mix.
Oh
And I was
no!
like, well, what we could
Now
do
is the
is we
guild
can bring
trip.
back Elden Ring, which has been on hiatus for 2 months. We were doing this magic run. It was fun. It was different from the first run. We were making great progress. I mean, my God, I just beat the Lich Dragon. What's his name? Fortasafax or whatever his name is. We nuked him with a giant energy beam.
Bruh.
I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. How awesome that was. And I wonder, what can you do more like that in the game as we continue on? Probably could. You probably could nuke bosses, right? So I'm like, this is cool. Well, continue on. But then we put it on hold for all these new releases that had come out since May. Okay, so we could bring that back. But it seemed like where people were like, nah, we would prefer if you do something new or different, all right? And so I announced, hey, why don't we try Amnesia the Bunker? This is a game that was a horror game. It's Amnesia, of course, and you guys
Who's
know
he gonna
love
ban?
Guy
Amnesia.
in Dave's chat trying to get him to play Armor 3-Day SP playing
Oh,
video
yes.
like a monkey try open heart surgery.
Well, me too, but him probably more.
Amnesia is.
'Cause
And
you
Amnesia-
got to play that on PC to get the best
You don't fight
experience.
the enemy. The enemy is always kind of a
Obviously, he
constant
doesn't have a
threat coming
gaming
after
PC.
you, and it's your job to avoid the enemy as best you can while surviving, solving puzzles, being stealthy,
Avoid?
staying out of the light, etc., so that this enemy cannot kill you. So we kind of knew what we were getting into with this game, right? And people were like, "Yeah, we'd like to see you do it. Survival horror. It's different than everything you've been playing. Would you do something like that, right?" And I was like, "I'm down for that. We'll try it out, okay?" And so let's now get to yesterday. Yesterday was a variety day, no Street Fighter, and instead we had Final Fantasy 16 on the first stream, and we had Amnesia the Bunker on the late stream. Final Fantasy 16 yesterday, I would argue, went as well as it's basically going to go. I don't honestly expect much more from the game from what we've seen up to this point. Now I'm 23 hours into it, and those who know the game, who've played it, are said, you're a little over halfway through now. You probably got about another 20 hours to go to beat the story. So I'm like, fair enough. That's good. And if I'm playing it twice a week, 3 hours, and I'm doing 6 hours of gameplay of this game a week, it probably means that I'll beat it probably early August. I'm down for that. That sounds good to me. Pacing wise, it won't take too long to beat.
Well, people asked for Amnesia when it was actually
Feels like
new.
We've unlocked
So,
a new skin for full. Do we owe money to Capcom
what happened
for this
yesterday? Well, we
outfit?
started off, really
We don't owe money to Capcom for the outfit, but we should support for more outfits and more improvements. So we kind of owe them money, but we don't.
Oh, could you do busy work for an hour and a half? No, the game actually said it. The game was like, oh, a new character has arrived, but needs you to do busy work for an hour and a half. And your character's even shocked. They're like, why do I have to do this? And they're like, well, you're the only one who will do it because you're the player character. Oh, okay. So literally you go and do busy work for 90 minutes. It's insanely boring. Why the fuck did they put that in there? You're at a good pace, good plot is going, everything's exciting. Let's slow this sucker down a bit for 90 more minutes to bore you. It even said it, like the dialogue said it. And I was like, you can't make this shit up. You just can't. So we were bored for 90 minutes. No exaggeration. I know I hammed it up a bit, but I was falling asleep. I was like, dude, this is so boring. Then what happens? We get to an exciting part again. You're going to a base. You're fighting enemies. You're storming a castle, and it seems like it's building up to a big boss fight. And then what happened? We ran out of time. So again, another 3-hour stream of Final Fantasy 16, right? First half an hour was good. Had a good time. 90 minutes of incredible boredom, and then about 45 minutes of greatness that were interrupted because we ran out of time. Like, how about you cut the fucking 90 minutes out? Like, literally, this game, I feel like this game could be a 30-hour perfection game. But instead, they made it a 40 to 60-hour super bloated boredom game with awful dialogue, filler content, and junk that doesn't need to be in it. Enough with these games that we have to say that every RPG we make is 80 hours long. It's enough of that bullshit. We've been
This is ironic because we're still in the filler part of the podcast.
saying it with every fucking game. Zelda.
And there's like 3 more to come. Shoutouts is filler, Q&A is filler, schedule is filler. The only meaningful part of the podcast, using a meaningful word extremely strongly here, is the gaming news.
Diablo. This one. Enough. Just make a game that fucking is fun the entire time I play it. Stop
Wow, that's
wasting
crazy,
my
dude.
time. I don't want to sit around with my audience and we're bored scratching each other's heads. I was fucking around.
It's really funny that he spent 15 years covering gaming full time as an actual job, and he made over $1 million doing that. And the best feedback he can give is make a game that is always fun. That's great.
this. I was pushing buttons on here. You know, I was fucking with the light. I was like, oh, let's do this. Because they were gabbing. They wouldn't shut the fuck up in a cutscene. It was so boring. Oh, let's mess with the colors. Let's see what other colors we got.
Is this like a podcast where you recap what happened on the last episode?
This one before.
Is it like that? And you do Q&A to fill time, literally fill time, because you need to reach a cap of time that you decided arbitrarily needs to happen?
Yeah, I'm fucking around. And it's like 15 minutes later, I turn back like, is it finally done? Oh, they shut up.
Whoa.
Now we can play. And I wish I could say it was just me. It's not. The audience is agreeing with me. There are people who really seem to like this game. And if you listen, if you really like long-windedness, if you really like overly boring dialogue, I can't help it. It's a subjective judgment, right? You might like it. I think it's boring as shit. I don't know why they couldn't just make it more interesting. There's something to be said about a movie versus a video game. Because when you're watching a movie, they've got to pace it well. They only have about 2 hours to tell a story.
Like when you're watching a podcast or you're listening to it.
Confines of limitation, so they could just put in as much nonsense as they want and put you right to fucking sleep. And I've had enough of it.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, I want a streamlined game that's fun. I don't want a game that has half the time I'm falling asleep because they fucking wanted to wedge in nonsense. And that's what all these games have been feeling like recently.
Sound good? Next topic, please.
Anyway, so again, this is exactly what I'm expecting from Final Fantasy 16 moving forward. So I'm just going to be honest with you, all right? If you like that and you're okay with that, if you're okay with half a stream being actually really exciting and we're having a great time, and half the stream we're kind of dicking around and joking and just putting up with the boredom, then please attend the streams. If you're not okay with that and you're only looking for a game that's going to be absolutely great, I'm going to be honest with you, this probably isn't going to be it. I had more fun overall with Final Fantasy 15.
God damn it.
Final Fantasy 13 is unique because I felt like the first
the ring light reflection is so annoying.
The second half of the game is like superb. I don't know why they did it like that. That was really stupid. But anyway, really, again, this is what the game's going to be, and I'm not giving up on the game. I'm really not. I'm not gonna stop playing Final Fantasy 16. We're not retiring it. I'm not throwing in the towel.
It's not getting retired.
We're halfway through. We're gonna keep playing. All right, but I'm trying to temper your expectations for this game because I really don't feel like at any point the game's going to turn around and amazingly drop our jaws and make us all be freaked out at how good it is. I think maybe in the end, maybe the last 10 hours will be like non-stop goodness. I don't know. That's what someone said yesterday. They're like, yeah, the last quarter of the game
now,
is
guys,
one of the best,
I need
like,
your buy-in
ending
for more
sequences
variety.
of any game, and you're going to love it. I'm like,
yes, you.
why do we have
Act
to play 40
variety.
hours to get to it?
Support an independent content creator.
Anyway,
WHO's
that's
working
what's going
hard
on
for
with that.
15
Again,
years.
still enjoy.
Yeah, you guys asked for more variety.
Still gonna.
It's nothing I could do.
And call out the
Big ups, Mad Eyes.
board. I'm going to be honest. I've always been like this. If you don't like that, you're in the wrong place. I've only been doing this for 15 years on YouTube, and it seems like some people still can't get the fact that I'm honest. I'm going to tell you my honest thoughts, even though I'm going to try to be fair.
He's honest, you guys.
Time, which I am. That's why I'm not dropping the game. But I'm going to be honest. The honest parts I don't like. A lot of people can't handle that. They just either
I can't handle it. It makes me cry. I cry all night.
Entirely. Well, that's not reality in life. You know, you got this mix, right? So it's time to like come back to reality, I feel. Anyway, so that was Final Fantasy 16 yesterday, all right? And then last night...
If you can't handle me at my begging segment, you don't deserve me at my honesty segment.
On the late stream, we had the premiere of Amnesia the Bunker. Now, I want to separate my comments about last night's stream into two halves.
Oh my god.
The game itself and the stream.
Oh, yes. Right? Here it comes.
The game itself of Amnesia the Bunker, I feel is pretty good. It's pretty much on par with exactly what you would expect with an Amnesia game, with a little twist because in this case, you're stuck in this bunker. In 10 minutes, you're thrown into it. Like you have a little intro segment, you're in the bunker after 10 minutes, and now it feels very, I would say,
community night sounds like a Sunday night at a retirement home.
Well, he's dressed for it too. He looks the part. He looks like my grandpa if he completely forgot what style meant.
But obviously, you know it's going to be a long, arduous task.
Because at least my grandpa wears clothes that people have bought him for like a birthday or something. Like somebody buys him a cool shirt and like a cool hat or something, so he's dripped out. This dude has nobody to buy him stuff. He buys it himself, and he looks like this.
It's interesting. We're 2 hours in, and you have like a little hub room where you save your game and you store items, and there's a generator that you're constantly putting fuel into to keep the power on. If the power goes off, it's dark as shit everywhere, in which case you're pretty boned. You want to be able to see, or else the monster's going to have free reign of the area. The first place, you know, we opened up a few different wings. Like what you do is you solve.
Yo, Derek has become a member for 11 months.
Locked doors. So now you have like kind of freedom
He's being as honest as the limitations of honesty itself allows him to be. If he could be more honest, he would be. But it's not physically possible, and you have to appreciate that. And if you can't handle it, I'm sorry.
I don't know yet.
You're messed up.
Only 2 hours into the game.
Go to jail.
But anyway, we went to the communications wing. We were exploring. We ran into some really creepy.
So Derek became a member, which I don't think anybody has gifted a membership. So he must have. Oh, he used his message now.
It's exactly what you would expect.
Happy Sunday. You got it at Too Many Games 2011. I don't even know what he's talking about.
Leg and then he hurts you.
The shirt?
You gotta heal and run away. You gotta try not to make noise. You gotta try not to make too much, light or whatever. In which case, it's neat. And we got to 2 hours into it, and I thought that the plot was getting interesting. We were reading some of the logs. Basically, everyone down there not only was being hunted by this monster, but they were having this crazy thing happen in their heads where they were all hallucinating kind of the same thing, which is weird.
Like DSP's
and
chat?
There's an underlying plot that the reason that they're there's like a Roman tunnel structure underneath the ground that they ran into that had glowing liquid.
Whoa.
And they feel that tunnel structure led to something supernatural, and that's maybe where the creature came from, and they're not sure. So it's kind of interesting. I like the plot. So far, the plot's intriguing, and I want more. I want to know what else was really happening in this bunker. What is this Roman thing that they found?
What is the Roman thing?
Further into the game. So gameplay elements-wise, everything, it's exactly what you would expect. You can't fight the monster. You're very weak. You have a gun.
All right, guys, I'm going to be honest with all of you. As you know, honesty is the best policy. Please understand when I say honest, I mean it honestly.
He means it honestly, dude, except all the times.
He's probably been wearing some little bunnies on streams a lot now because he's hungover.
Yeah, the hangover thing, you might be onto something. Oh, no, he took him off. Because he's going to be extra honest.
Rely on the feedback of my audience to figure out what it is I should be doing, how I should be going about it, right? And, what's meaningful.
He took the glasses off to be extra manipulative, because you got to be seeing his eyes. Because he's going to be super honest.
Do something new, do a different kind of game. Too many RPGs, too much Street Fighter, do something different. Okay, fine, I will, right? I'll do something different. So that's why we played Amnesia last night. Here's what I observed, all right?
Let's look at the research.
And we got the usual attendance, I would say between like 200-300 viewers, which is great, right? It's about the usual that we would get. Not anyone seems too crazy, although at the same time, there are some people who were excited and wanted to see, what the game was going to be or whatever. All right? And basically, in the first hour, all right, we went from regulars. People here who are regular, people like Jade. I think
yeah, shout out to Jade.
Some moderators were here last night. Regulars were commenting on the game. DC even came in and did a haiku about the game and everything.
Whoa,
cool.
the haiku cuck.
Regulars here to enjoy.
I'm so happy he was there.
Right? And as this is going on, what becomes apparent is it's going to probably be a slow night, right?
Uh-oh.
What I mean by slow is contributions, all right?
What I mean by slow is you don't give me money, okay?
Like a single $4 tip or something like that. Now, here's the
I'm
thing.
glad he had to clarify what a slow night means, as if nobody else knows what a slow night means for Darkside fucking Phil.
It's not the end of the world when this happens. It's not. But what happens is, when this happens, the trollish idiots out there now want to try to create a narrative.
What?
Right?
What was the narrative?
That they're determined to cause, because they're watching this on restreams, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Let's make it that Phil had an awful night and had a breakdown, which didn't ever happen.
Big ups for the subs, 3 people.
But they're trying their best to create this narrative. So what do? They send in their fucking people from the restreams. And
go harass him now.
250 viewers to over 400.
Yes, go give him views and say stupid things in his chat that are gonna get you banned.
I'm sure all of a sudden discoverability on
I'm
YouTube
sending you.
skyrocketed, and this is where the 200 fucking trolls came from, right?
I've never seen anybody do this, by the way.
What ended up happening was
not even Tevin used to do this.
From people engaged and interested.
And he's had over like 1,000 people watching him.
Shitting, oh, this is boring. What is this? How could Phil play this? It's another walking simulator. Look, there's nothing going on. The game is too dark. And then it went, oh, look, why is no one contributing? People need to support. People need,
but bro, you've scolded your chat, the people that actually like you, for begging on your behalf. So that sounds like something your fans would say, not the fucking trolls.
What did I tell you guys not to do? I outright told you, listen, the game's not that good, fine, but don't sit there and be overly negative for people who are enjoying it. If a stream is slow, fine, but it's not your place to talk about it. It's mine. I'm the one operating the business, not you. It's none of your business to even say anything about that. I'm the one who, if I say, hey guys, could you maybe do some contributions tonight? Could you like the stream? That's on me if I feel like saying that, not you. When you do that, you derail the stream, and essentially you're taking that kind of power into your hands that you shouldn't have, and you're annoying people who are just there to have a good time. People don't want to be advertised to every moment of every stream. But again, what these people do is they want to create their own narrative. So if we sit in Phil's chat and we say the game sucks and no one's contributing, it'll make the stream look toxic and negative for everyone there, and therefore people will not have a good time. And this is what they try to do. And I didn't tell you
Can
guys
people
this
watch the
time.
stream without the
Okay?
chat?
I didn't want to derail the stream.
You don't actually have to look at chat.
But there were people contributing. Trolls. And they were doing like dollar tips and saying
Okay.
absolutely disgusting things.
Like what?
Things I wouldn't even repeat.
Oh, wow.
Because they were trying to get my attention.
But you got the money, didn't you?
If you didn't notice, it didn't work. I still was enjoying the game.
It didn't, but bro, it definitely worked because you had like an 18-minute daily rap. It definitely worked because you're talking about it right now. It definitely got to you.
Taking all this out of context. Context is important here. And that context is that people didn't jib him money, Droob. Sounds good.
But obviously, he had to clarify what a slow day meant. So that he put it in the context for us. So we actually do have the whole context. There you go.
Having a great time with you guys, regardless.
He was having an awesome time. Even though he was complaining that people weren't active in chat, so it bummed him out. Which means he was having a great time, obviously.
Not me exaggerating. This is me being very matter of fact. This is not a complaint. This is a factual report. We had 3 tips totaling $10. We had 2 super chats.
What about the trolls that were sending you a lot of dollar tips? They don't exist?
Totaling less than $10. And we had 1 membership. And that was it. For a premiere stream of a game that supposedly people had wanted to see for a month. And I finally got around to it because people have been asking for it, saying, we want variety. This is what we want. How on earth did this stream perform so poorly?
It's my business.
And so I
Unless
sat
need
down and
tips,
thought
then
about
it's our business.
And I was
okay?
like, I think I know
Sound
exactly.
Of course, but you're not allowed to beg on his behalf. Only he can beg, but you have to contribute.
Saying, if you take a look at the things that are doing
It's
well right now,
complicated.
what's doing the absolute best on all of my streams? Street Fighter 6. Duh. Right?
Obviously.
It's a reinvigoration of competitive fighting games for me. It's the first time I've taken a fighting game seriously in over a decade. I'm actually improving and doing better at it.
He's acting like he's in rehab.
Now we're even doing more
Like he
variety
came out of
content.
jail or
We're
something.
doing, you know, the World Tour mode. We're doing community nights. It's actually branching out to be even more than just me playing the game online randomly against randoms. It's different, you know? And that's a good thing, right? But, excuse me, I agree with people.
Not excused.
You don't just want to play Street Fighter entirely. I don't want to do 2 months of just Street Fighter. That's going to piss people off. Now, the good news is, coming in September, we've got a ridiculous amount of new releases. We recently just went through the gaming schedule. It's actually my pinned video here, like my featured video on DSP Gaming.
Yeah, that's a terrible video. It's an hour and a half of schedule. That's dog shit.
Non-stop stuff to do.
What are you thinking?
So you don't have to worry about, oh no, the rest of the year is just going to be Street Fighter 6. That's ridiculous. Just right now, that's the thing going on. There really aren't any major high-profile games coming out. What game was out this month? Exo Primal and Pikmin 4. Woohoo! Right? Like, really excited for those. I mean, not saying that they're bad games, but no one's going to go crazy. Exo Primal is literally a team-based shooter that you grind online. There's nothing special to write home about. And Pikmin 4 is a cutesy puzzle game from Nintendo, and we all know how Nintendo games go on my channels. So, when I'm looking forward to the things that are going on here, and it's like, you know, what should I play? What shouldn't I play? And I listen to feedback, and everyone's saying, we want variety. When I ask, well, what kind of variety? Should I bring back Elden Ring? Should I do... No, do this Amnesia game, you know? But when I really look at how last night went, all right, attendance was not great. If you cut out the troll aspect, the 200 trolls that joined, I probably had around 200 to 250 attendees. And
attendees! You can't even say viewers. Attendees. Like you're having a fucking wedding or something, or a seminar.
the people there were like, man, it's all right. They weren't like blown away.
Oh my god.
Some people liked it, some people didn't.
And he just made up the amount of trolls he got watching. He just made up a number. I guess it's like 200.
It was a mix. But overall, you're telling me that a game that people were asking for a straight month is literally the slowest support stream of the entire year.
Okay.
Not the week, not the month, up until now in 2023. That was the slowest support stream I've had all year. That tells me
Stop hitting
something,
the table, bro.
right?
It's annoying.
That's people outright saying, yeah, this probably wasn't exactly what we were looking for. You probably should have done something else, and you're listening to the wrong people. Because it sounds to me like what happened is These are idiotic trolls who just don't like the fact that I'm having a good month.
That I'm
or
succeeding.
That Street Fighter's going so well.
He's hyped.
Right?
He's
they
so
relish
hyped.
in the fact that I haven't enjoyed the RPGs recently because they feel like they can mine toxicity out of that.
They can mine toxicity, unlike Street Fighter, a game that has everybody under the sun making clips about how terrible and toxic he's at. Sure.
For their own purposes and their own content.
Sure.
But they haven't really been able to do that much with Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? With Street Fighter, I'm genuinely doing good. People are actually seeing for the first time, oh my god, Phil actually is pretty decent. Now, I'm no pro player, but wow, Phil does have some skill in Street Fighter.
Wow.
It's undeniable looking at these videos.
He's pretty undeniable, dude. When he dropped the controller, that was pretty undeniable. Because the guy that he expected not to do very hard, he did.
Was about as great as his bankruptcy filing where he just throws random love numbers out for expenses.
Yeah, that's just like, oh, well, I guess like 200 trolls.
Was about as great as his
Hey, that's a copy paste.
where he just
gameplay.
Why is it printing out twice?
Good at it.
You're getting banned.
Now our narrative has to change. It can't be Phil sucks at Street Fighter anymore.
Big up with Matt Ice.
So we got to create new narratives, right? We got to do new shit. And I hate the fact that sometimes, yes, that toxicity from outside the stream does make a factor into it. I'm being honest here. You know, I hate that.
How were they outside of the streams when they were on your stream? When nobody send them. Let's just agree, nobody actually send them, because that's not what the trolls do. We just sit in our hangouts and we hang out.
Wow.
Nobody sending fucking people to troll you. They don't need somebody to send them out there to go and write a stupid message in your chat and get banned.
Those idiots.
Or be a LARPer.
It's to be able to control the content here.
They want to control us.
You know, I want to ignore it. I want us to have a positive time no matter what I'm playing. And I want to tell you, I actually did enjoy Amnesia last night. It's a little bit of a frustrating game. It's horror for a different reason. It's horror because not because the enemy is scary, but because you're weak, limited resources, limited inventory space. You can't really run from the thing because you make too much noise and it can follow you.
Okay.
It's more suspenseful and creepy in that way. It's scary in a different way. And that's fine. Like I said, by the end of the night, I died once. I was like, oh man, but you know, it's all right because the game, you know, it's not a giant map. So it's not like I have to redo 20 minutes of gameplay. It's like 4 minutes of gameplay. It's not a big deal. I didn't complain about it at all. I'm like, all right, when we regroup next time, when we play this again, you know, we'll start from here. We'll have to redo a little bit, but that's fine. And we'll go from there. So, yeah. So basically, my observation here, all right, is I do feel like I was duped. Because the entire last month, I saw a lot of complaining.
It's so
about
fucking
us only playing
paranoid.
the same kind of game.
It's so
but
funny.
then when I actually went out of my way to play a different kind of game based on the feedback of the viewership, it was the slowest support stream of the year. That tells me people weren't that interested at all. It's good to have variety on the streams, but if people weren't
that's a
interested
pretty
in this
good
game that
conclusion
much,
to
you know
make.
what I'm saying? And I kind of feel like there was an over-exaggeration of negativity from people saying we don't like Street Fighter to try to get me to stop playing Street Fighter, which I'm doing really good
you
with,
should
and
only
is
play
getting
Street
support
Fighter.
and is getting a lot of popularity in my audience. Right now, there's people who are actually watching me play fighting games for the first time in years and enjoying it. I haven't played Street Fighter seriously in over 10 years, and people are coming back for it now and they're actually liking it. You know,
You're not playing it seriously now either, though. You're playing a ranked online. You're not going to fucking Evo. Get a grip of fucking reality, DSP.
It's a positive thing. Why am I shying away from that? Now, I'm not saying I want to be a dedicated Street Fighter streamer, because again, this is something the trolls will do. An idiot will come on stream. Phil, you're just going to become just a Street Fighter streamer now, because all you do is play Street Fighter all day. It's a lie. I've been doing other things, but you know, they want to create the narrative so that they have some toxicity.
His mouth looks like he has no teeth when he talks.
Right?
To spew
Right? And he opens it so little that it really looks like it. And when you can see teeth, it's like rat teeth. It's just the front two like rat teeth.
Okay, that isn't true.
Rat face. Very nice. Big ups General Sam for the membership, dude. And ALT loves horses
It's this
for the
simple,
super chat.
Okay? I'm not going to let
Does ALT have detractors now?
say dictate me or my enjoyment of games or
I'm
my
gonna tell
content
on you.
whatsoever. Because their narrative
The narrative.
because Phil had the slowest night of the year last night, he's gonna wage quit.
Whoa,
Amnesia the
wage
Bunker.
quit. Hey, we got a wage quit mention. He's using the tractor lingo now. He's gonna wage quit. No, I'm gonna keep playing it. Next time he's gonna get like a $50 tip and he's gonna floss. He's gonna do a Fortnite dance.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna play what I want. I
Yeah.
liked the game last night. It's creepy and scary, and it's going to be frustrating, I know, because you can't really defend yourself. I like the game. I am going to continue to play Amnesia the Bunker, regardless of the level of support I receive on the stream, because I play games because I like them. Not because I'm fucking looking for a paycheck, you fucking ingrate idiots. You're so dumb. You're such knuckle-dragging morons. If I was looking to make money, I would have been doing things all along to just make money. You fucking incredible, brainless, black hole, empty-headed idiots. I can't believe you would say that narrative. Everything I've ever done has been anti-profit. Have you not noticed?
What? Yo! This is lit. Everything I've ever done has been anti-profit. Anti-profit!
Can we officially label this the Spite Clear?
Yes.
I refuse to follow
Absolutely.
the YouTube trends to make money. I don't take sponsorships
What?
or partnerships when I'm offered them.
KO Gaming?
I take the paycheck from Keemstar. I don't cash in on my haters to make money. I outright tell my viewers, support me for my content.
Give me
not
money,
stick
bro.
it to the haters.
Oh,
Don't
no.
monetize the hate, right?
Don't monetize
I
the
do
hate.
literally everything to not make money. Yet you would make your narrative that Phil's about the money and he's going to rage quit a game. You are so fucking stupid. You want to clip a section? Clip this one, bitches. Because this is what you won't clip. Because now you feel fucking stupid.
No, this getting clipped immediately.
All right? I'm not quitting Amnesia.
And we're like 5 minutes back, so the clip of this might even be up already.
Gameplay continues on Monday
This is fucking hot content, dumb motherfucker.
as planned. I'm continuing with this goddamn game because I like it. And I know that some of my viewers genuinely like it too. And I'm not
He's
all
saying
about
he purposely does opposite and fails.
Yes, that's exactly what he's saying.
profit every
He
fucking
fails on purpose.
moment of my
Because
life.
he's a good person. That's the whole point.
You know? Yes. Is it going to be concerning if for an entire week I have a week full of slow streams with low support? Yes. Did that happen? No, dumbass. So why the hell would I drop a game? I swear to God, these people. You want to know? Here's the absolute best part of all of it. All right? I mean this now. They like to look at us together. and
Us
say,
together?
Wow. You know, who would support Phil? You've got to be stupid or slow.
Yes?
They make horrible jokes. Things that are outside.
Yo, he heard about Jade. This is about Jade, bro.
Totally offensive. Like, wow, you must ride the small bus if you like Phil's content. You must, just really fucked up stuff. What they don't realize is that they don't look in the mirror and look at themselves and realize only people, who would act the way that they act. Those are the people who have
Cool guys, badasses, ballers,
problems. Not the people who
effeminate men.
genuinely enjoy positive content. That's a normal person. The
It's
person
a
who
normal
doesn't-
person who's enjoying positive content. How positive is this? This whole pre-stream's been about fucking trolls.
making
Troll
off
a dying dude of laughter.
They are dying. I'm already dead. I'm not even here
jokes,
anymore. I'm like
who's
T.
totally always trying to create a toxic narrative. You're the one with the problems. But that they won't look in the mirror at themselves. They refuse to be self-aware of anything going on around them. But then what do they say? Phil's not self-aware. They're the worst case of that on the internet, but they want to pretend like I'm the problem or my viewers, my positive supporter viewers are the problem. No, you're the problem. If you went away, I'd be happy, and so would everyone else on this planet. Literally, if all the time.
If the people that hate me went away, I would be happy. Yo, that's great. I agree with you. I'm sure you would be.
Toxic shit about me on the internet.
I would be happy,
the world
dude.
would be a better place. But they
Would
don't
be a
want
better
us to admit
place.
that.
The
Again, they wanna
world
look
would be a
inward.
better
They can't, because
place.
the moment they look inward and they realize they're the biggest hypocrites, their minds would explode. It's ridiculous how nasty they are and can't realize it, and then they try to literally try to project their shortcomings onto others as if they're the ones with the problems. No,
We're
no, you
projecting,
fucking idiots.
dude.
What are you talking about? Right? So I'm totally okay with having a bad stream last night for support. And is it alarming? Yeah, it is. I was surprised.
Is it alarming? Yes, it is. He was just trying to tell you that he wasn't worried about it. He wasn't nervous.
Honestly, I was like, wow, I can't believe it.
Oh my God.
Seem to have been asking for about this for a while. Maybe it's because it was the wrong people. Maybe it was people who were
Monetize the haters.
Hey, we don't do that here as a campaign, but if you want to send me money, I let you do that. Big ups to Jess.
that I was doing so well with Street Fighter.
If you wanna
that
do
they
that.
wanted me to try to do other stuff.
Sure
And when I
thing.
finally
I'll
played
take it.
They're like, haha, see, fuck you. We weren't going to do anything to support this anyway, right? Who knows? But I'm not here. I'm not a sleuth. I'm not fucking Sherlock
sleuth?
Holmes. I'm not Inspector Gadget walking around. I'm not gonna try to figure out this shit. I'm just like, you know what?
But bro, he just said he had observations, which meant he was trying to figure out why the stream did bad. He just said it like 5 minutes ago.
Click gold and schizo in one segment.
Yeah, this is schizo, and we get shit like this on a daily basis. This is we're getting close, man. It's I know people say he's a slow burn, but we're close to a big fire.
Like the game. It's not rocket science. I'm gonna play it again on Monday night. If we get no support again, I guess we get no support again. Truth is, the game's not even that long. Everyone says it's like a 6 to 8 hour game. I'm gonna assume it's gonna take me 8 hours, because as you know, when I play these games, I usually play slower and longer than most. So it's probably gonna be like a 4-stream game for me.
He's suffering from a severe case of pigmentitis.
Yeah, but the thing about that is that he's the only one who has it, and it's not curable.
Congrats.
So he's kind of screwed.
If you didn't like it, well, not a big deal. Right?
Not a big deal, dude.
Not a big deal. And, you know, it's not a super long game. We got other stuff on the horizon. I would say, yeah, we're probably going to bring back Elden Ring at some point. And remember, coming up for my anniversary celebration in August, we're going to do retro playthroughs. We're going to actually, very soon, we're going to sit down.
I'm not a lolcodos lolco rant.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite rants. The I'm not a lolcow type beat.
One retrospective day.
Oh man, this is getting pretty close to it, but it's more of like shitting on his trolls.
And we're going to actually watch a marathon of
Oh, those haters, man, they're real pieces of shit.
And then I want to do throwback playthroughs, and it could be some classic games. Like maybe I'll go back and play some of the classic Mega Man and Mario games and stuff like that, just for fun. But I want to do playthroughs of games that are older playthroughs of mine.
Is it hating though when we sit back and laugh at him as he debunks himself?
Well, that's what people for the most part do, but some people are aggressively hating on him. So
I never really
he is right. People are hating on him.
Formally did a good playthrough of.
There's different kind of subsets of people that do different stuff.
I'm sure you guys could come up with good ideas too. One of the ideas was Grand Theft Auto 5.
But you know, I can be their dad, and I don't really wish I was. So everybody can do whatever they want. It's the internet. Have fun. And don't click on Derek's Twitter. Don't do that.
Well, exactly what we want to do in the month of August. So no worries. Like, we got good stuff coming up. I'm not worried at all in any way, shape, or form. And then once we hit September, oh my God, we're busy till the end of the year. We'll have nonstop.
Are we done with this? Can we skip to the next segment?
The short bus supporter.
The short bus supporter. There we go.
You know, I don't care about everyone's.
But the short bus runs faster than the long bus because it's shorter. So we got the speed.
While it's a slow stream, it's not a big deal. It's just, it is concerning.
It's not a big deal, but it is concerning.
Confusing. To me, I was more confused last night than anything else, because it seemed like there was a big majority of people saying they wanted Amnesia, and then half, you know, we only had around 200 to 250 viewers that were legit. Like I said, the other 200 viewers were obvious trolls coming in from restreams. And then when it's the slowest, you know, support stream of the year, I'm like, something obviously went amiss. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that kind of made me scratch my head. But now I think I've kind of wrapped my head around what really happened here, you know?
But no, you didn't.
Fine. It's okay. It's good for variety anyway.
You just said you're not Sherlock Holmes, and then we got this face, which is great. You can screenshot this one.
Obviously. If you're someone who does like the game and was looking for...
You got double the viewers of DSP #Hattersmanatzited.
The Hattersmanatzited. Big ups. Thanks for hanging out.
Maybe you will support the future streams. Now that we saw what happened that first one.
Big ups.
If not, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry like a little baby and whine.
He's not going to cry. You've been crying about it.
Street Fighter's doing good. Yesterday, I was shocked at how good the Final Fantasy 16 stream did yesterday, because we were bored for half.
Okay, now he's looking for positives. Look at this.
Supportive. I was like, thank you. Like, that's so nice of you. Because
wow, you guys are so nice. Why didn't you show up last night though?
Amazing.
They're so nice.
You know, why on earth am I going to focus on one stupid night stream as if that's some horrible thing that happened? It isn't. Okay.
Oh man. He spent like 20 minutes bitching about shit and calling people mentally ill and all that shit. And now he's like, dude, you guys are so nice. Why am I even bothering with that?
This is so ironic. Thanks every day, but then proceeds to whine when a game he's lecture isn't doing well while insulting us.
Oh, there you go. No, he's... like YouTube TOS is very flexible, really.
Try to say something about me or my viewer base.
Unless you get like super political and toxic, then yeah. Wait, what? Wait. What should they say to people? He's sending people to the front lines again.
This toxic nuclear meltdown is the closest thing we're gonna have as far as a live recreation of the Chernobyl disaster.
I think it's gonna get worse at some point. Because if this is one slow stream, like a really slow stream, then there's gonna be more to come. There's more down the pipeline.
Every time that these idiots on the internet try to say something about me or my viewer base,
Okay.
turn it back on them.
Oh, so you just say no you. Is that how you're sending the Kate army to the front lines? With a weapon that is full of no you? That doesn't shoot very well.
Earth, can you say that about us when in
That's not even like a good insult.
reality, if you just look in the mirror, you're a worse case than anything you're saying about
Hey Phil, you're stupid and you have gout. No, you're like that.
us, right?
There you
How
go.
on earth could you ever accuse us when you're the worst hypocrites on the planet?
Why?
It's just fucked up how messed up they are in the head, and then they try to say that we're the ones who have problems.
At least I'm not messed up in the face. Like Dave. Bleh.
No, stupid. We're just having fun on a stream. You're the ones who sit there all day
But wait, we're just having fun on a stream too.
obsessing over it.
Except we have way more streams and way more personalities and we have way more variety of content.
You're the one
Ironically, we all do DSP, but
who needs help.
You know?
Like, what the fuck is your problem? Okay. So anyway, that's my opinion, all right?
Okay.
So now that that's been
Nice.
said,
Do I
let's
have
now
to
get the
respect
schedule
it?
for the rest of the week so you guys know.
Oh,
what
we
to
can
expect,
skip this.
all
This is gonna be great.
So,
let's go live.
Fantasy 16 has
Oh,
really
no.
great writing and greatness and fun gameplay.
I don't think
cool
he
elements,
knows what
and
hypocrite
then
means.
parts that you could really pull
He
out of
should,
the flow and
because he's
roll
been
with
one
it
for a
and
long time.
and you've missed nothing, and that's bad. That's should not be in the game. It's horrible pacing in 2023. The writers, I don't know what happened here. I really don't. I don't know how you would think that would be good. Like I said, if this was a movie, people would rate the movie poorly. How is it the movie has such
But it's
incredible
not a
filler
movie, though.
crappy segments that mean nothing? We should just be getting to the good parts. We
At least I'm not messed up in the legs.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you mean gout.
only have a certain amount of time.
Bleh.
It's like, oh, you have unlimited time, just waste it.
I'm rubbing
No,
glue.
don't waste it.
No, no, no,
Make it
no,
good.
no.
Yeah, neener. No you. Phil, you have shitty content. No you.
Derek has re-upped his membership. For 11 months.
Yes.
In reality, it's 11 gifted memberships. Congrats, Derek.
Oh, wow, he had to point it out. He dunked on the little stupid Coomer.
Does that be
In reality, he didn't even pay for them, so yeah, enjoy your stay, you stupid freeloader.
Sunday, 2011? I got what at Too Many Games 2011?
He didn't even get the message.
Chap is here.
He gets mega toxic at Derek.
Oh,
That's
this
also a
is
slow burn
oh,
plot line.
We were talking about that? I
No,
got this at Too Many Games 2011.
no, he
There you
never
go.
talked about it.
All right. Thanks for the trivia. It was pretty random, but okay. Thanks for the trivia, Derek. Don Fanucci has re-upped their membership this morning. Thank you to Don Fanucci.
Big
And
ups,
Guitar
Don.
Player also re-upping their membership for 25 months. Thank you so much. All right. Now let's get to tips.
All right. Oh, we skipped the
Let's see
schedule, and we're halfway
oh,
through
God.
the contributions.
It scrolled. Okay, there we go. We start off tonight,
What, 50?
today, with an overnight tip
Oh yeah, 30.
from Game
There you go, cuck
Trekker.
bitch.
$30 tip from Game Tracker this morning.
There you go, a $30 overnight
Which is funny
tip.
because we haven't had a $30 tip animation like in a week. So did you guys know it was Final Fantasy 16?
Are you
Look,
serious?
This is a $30 animation. I think we've only seen this like once. So thank you, Game Tracker.
What is this even? This is a trash animation. It doesn't even have anything to do with you. Oh
And,
my
let's see what he has to
god.
say. He says, react today. All right, so my submission this week is Street Fighter 6 related. Shocking, I know, but actually, I'm planning on submitting a completely different video, but then I wasn't able to find it. One of your old travel logs from March 2011, a day after an insanely intense earthquake struck Japan. You were in a hotel room that had just heard the
Walls
news.
of
The video
text.
consisted of you sharing your
Walls
thoughts
of
and feelings
text.
that
Walls
month,
of
and then taking
text.
The clothes you had available to wear that day because you were at a tournament to make sure they weren't insensitive. And you're
Yeah, and chat says time for a nap.
when you
Everybody
pull out a
clowning on him.
t-shirt- What? No.
Even
that's not what
DSP's chat
happened.
is cloning
I
on him.
remember
I thought
that.
they
No
were a
wonder you
positive
couldn't
place to
find it.
hang out and chill.
Game Checker, you're misremembering the moment.
Oh, and he got it
remembers me-
wrong.
Listen to this. He remembers me pulling out a T-shirt with Ryu, and it had the word "homeless" underneath. Now I've seen that
Oh,
T-shirt.
dude.
It's a meme T-shirt from back in the day.
Of course
'cause
it's a meme.
Ryu's character actually is kind of a vagabond who wanders around the world fighting people, but doesn't really necessarily have a home. I've seen that shirt. I have never owned that T-shirt at all. At all. I remember this specifically. What happened was, I was at a Street Fighter tournament, and this I think it was the earthquake hit Japan, and it was like a huge disaster. You know, people were losing their lives and everything. And I was looking in the drawer, and I was like, oh my God, look what I've got. I got a fucking Godzilla t-shirt, right? And I was like, wow, it would be pretty inappropriate to wear. Can you imagine? I was laughing. I was like, dude, how ridiculously embarrassing and inappropriate would it have been if I wore this shirt not knowing what happened in Japan today and wore it down to the tournament? You're like, who's this fucking asshole walking around with a fucking Godzilla disaster t-shirt when they just literally had a real disaster, right? So that's what it was. Now he says, I'm guessing it was on your old King of Hate HD channel. All the videos on that channel seem
big ups Yeet for the membership, dude.
At some point, why they were deleted.
This is so fucking boring. Jesus Christ. We're still talking about the game tracker shit.
Okay? So, as you know, that was my original.
Oh my God.
Channel. That was before.
And DSP feels like he should add some extra lore because the guy sent him like 30 bucks.
We had DSP Gaming for gameplay, DSP versus Street Fighter for fighting games, and then there was DSP Vlogging, alright? And that was for, well, not DSP Vlogging, the King of Hate Vlogs. I got it confused. The King of Hate Vlogs, and that one was for my vlogging. The old channels, Darkside Phil and the King of Hate HD, were essentially abandoned as arcade. Boy, I can't speak today. They were hold on a second.
What is he gonna do? Are we gonna have a break? Phil. Oh, he's not. This is cool, right, Phil. Now that I got the
sunglasses on. Now I won't.
Cool,
have any
Phil.
With my speech, okay? So, what ended up happening was in 2010 into 2011, I had a lot of false copyright issues. So I abandoned my original channels, Darkside Phil and the King of Hate HD. They became archive channels that I never really added to ever again. Instead, I had 3 new channels: DSP Gaming, DSP Street Fighter, and the King of Hate Vlogs.
Big ups for the membership.
So that's what happened. So all my content has been on those 3 channels since, and those other channels became archive channels. But here's a weird thing that happened. At one point, this is a long time ago, YouTube renegotiated the way that they do advertisements, and they had all new legal contracts and legal agreements drawn up. And essentially what you had to do,
hey, we're down.
You had to agree to these agreements.
Okay, yeah, it's been bitrate's been fluctuating like crazy.
You had to agree to these new agreements.
I don't know what's up today.
I guess at one point, you know, YouTube planned like they were going to monetize anything on the website no matter what, even if you were a partner, they had the right to monetize it. So you had to agree to these legal agreements. And if you agreed, then everything was fine, but if you didn't, they give you an ultimatum, like you have to agree or else. So I never agreed because I never logged into the channels. Like those are archive channels. I don't deal with those channels anymore. They just sit there, right? So I didn't log in to the King of Hate HD for the longest time. And you know what they did? They literally hid all the content of the channel because I guess the content isn't in line with their current agreements or legal agreements or terms of service.
What?
Now here's the weird part. Since that happened,
this is the channel you send people to click on the ads for. I remember the actual quote. It's go to the King of Hate HD channel and click on the ads that show up on the videos. That's what he said in the video.
Are you aware your whole King of Hate HD?
Yeah, you literally send them to.
And I was like, no, let me see. I can still
erroneously.
I can still
do
see
the
all
fucking
videos
scam
for myself, but I have no way to make them visible. There's a weird thing that they did. They screwed the channel up. I can't make any of the videos visible to the public ever again. They're just frozen there forever, hidden. So what we ended up, I guess I can take the glasses off now because now I got through it. So now,
what?
The only way to see those videos is for me to log in.
This is such
and to show
stupidity.
Them to you. So what we ended up doing was many years ago, I want to say it was like 4
we're
or
still
5
talking
years
about
ago,
Game
we
Tracker.
did a long form react event that was a retrospective of all my vlogs. So we went back and we watched all the classic vlogs from the King of Hate HD.
I'm confused.
So that way they're in a format. If you watch that react event, it's like all those classic vlogs were rewatched. So that's what happened. It wasn't any infamous. I didn't actively choose to close the channel. It wasn't some infamous takedown. It was a weird YouTube issue, a legal YouTube issue. The weird part about it is you would think like now, why couldn't I log in today and just say, oh yeah, so I agree with all the terms and make the videos public again? The ability doesn't exist.
Looks like someone who wants to sell you discount seafood from the back of a white van.
Bro, discount seafood, that is suspicious by itself. But if a dude like this is selling it to me, I'm calling the police. There must be somebody who is trying to traffic inside that van. He kidnapped Jenna in that van. If anyone
wants to rewatch some more of those vlogs, we could do that.
No, let's not do that. That's terrible.
Ample time to do it. Genuinely been offended if I went downstairs with a Godzilla t-shirt the day when, you know, Japan just had a tsunami/earthquake and now they have a natural disaster. People are dying. Imagine me wearing this like an asshole and being completely ignorant. So I'm very happy.
Oh wow. Yeah, he he just did Chicky Chang Wang jokes instead. That's fucking badass.
I received
$10? I think it's a 10.
$32
Oh,
and
32
1 cent tip. $32.01. Thank you very much. This is from an anonymous. No, this is from Pug. P-U-G.
Pug.
Pug is their name. Thank you to Pug for a very generous tip and the biggest tip of the day so far. Okay. Oops. Oops. Double mistake.
DSP was villain lead role in
Cool.
the Sound
So this
of Freedom.
means Gunner glasses.
So what
But
is
since
the
we're putting them
Sound
on
of
all day,
Freedom?
Put on the sunglasses for now. I'll put on Gunner glasses later. Sunglasses. We're hitting our
Is
$50
it this
tip
guy
club.
with Jim
Thank you to Pug,
Caviezel?
and Pug asks the
Hold on.
following.
Who's the villain?
Well, first of all, it says happy streaming. Thank you.
I don't know, bro. I haven't
Would you
watched
ever
it.
considered playing Dead
But
by
why
Daylight?
is?
I
Oh,
have
this is
played Dead
the
by
this is fake
Daylight.
news.
At one point, many years ago, Dead by Daylight hit Xbox One.
So there you go.
And I
Big ups
actually
to
bought it
the Sound of
on
Freedom, I
Xbox
guess.
One, and I played it multiple times. At that point, it was an earlier version of the game before all of like the licensed tie-ins had happened. So it was just like the original killers.
Oh,
of
it's
the game.
about child
I actually really
trafficking.
liked
All
it.
right,
played
I get it.
Longer than I thought people even wanted me to. I actually really like playing as the survivors, and you know, after a while of playing, I brought it back a Halloween for that year. And then basically, you know, kind of fell out of promise. And there were other games that were very similar, you know, the Friday the 13th game and things like that that I played over the years. And then every once in a while,
I like
you know,
that
especially
people
for
in
a
this
Halloween
chat
event,
talk
people
about
ask me to bring it
trolls
back, and
taking
I
an
play it
L.
from time to time. I think I
Trolls
did play
take
it
another
a year
L.
or two ago, I wanna
Trolls
say,
have sunk.
during my Halloween
Need to do
event.
voyages to the trolls now
You know, when it
instead
always
of
goes well. It's
Titanic.
fun. It's something different. It runs
Wow,
much better on
I've
the
never
Xbox
felt so
Series X.
owned.
My God, it was actually quite choppy on the Xbox One when I played it, and it runs much better on the Series X now. So, yeah, every once in a while we go back and we play it. It's a good game. I enjoy it, and you know, maybe we'll play it again in the future. It's not something that I would probably play too regularly, only because it is a little, you know, let's not face it, it's an older game. It's not going to bring in that much attention, and it's kind of the same thing. It is the same kind of survival thing over and over, but it's still fun. It's a fun, addictive formula. I do like the game. By the way, I should say thank you to Nathan Smith.
Hey, Nathan Sniff.
Who gifted a membership. And
Whoa.
Storeforce Gamer.
Why not 10?
Storeforce Gamer. On
Why
the
not
gifted
20?
membership, and thank you, Nathan Smith, for supporting the channel. I appreciate that.
Nathan Sniff. And Agent Sniff.
All right,
they have
continuing on.
reunited. This is cool, Phil. I forgot. This is cool, Phil, with the shades and the shirt.
Anso Kamaru tip $2 says, once again, I can't join your community night because I have dinner plans.
Wow.
I only play Cammy. I'm pretty good with. I don't know if I'd be able to really play you anyway because it's casual night. No, see, that's fine. And that's the thing. If you were to declare that, I'd be like, all right, you know what? Maybe I'll pick like a character at least I know I'm decent with. You know, I wouldn't pick Blanca again, but maybe I would go with like, you know, Luke or maybe a character who I at least could hang with. I'm not going to be picking Dalsim. I'm not going to be playing, you know, Honda. Characters I really don't know what I'm doing with. I'm not going to pick them in that situation. You understand? He said, I hope it goes well for you and things go smoother without any trolls. Well, there's always going to be trolls. That's definitely wishful thinking, but I appreciate that. And I am hoping that eventually you'll be able to play on a community night. You'll be around that I can play you, right? And
Yeah. Let's move on. He's not gonna put on glasses. I guess that's because he has glasses on
right now
already.
the night streams are working well with it, but maybe eventually we will swap that. We'll see. Okay. So thank you, Anso Kamaru. Okay, continuing on. By the way, some people commenting on my looks today. I can't imagine why you'd be commenting on my looks today.
Because you look like trash.
But let me get
looks weird.
shoutouts first, okay?
Look at how he's getting horny for himself. Oh my god, I don't know why you could be commenting on my looks today. I just have like
let's see here.
glasses on and I have like a shirt on. Oh my god, I'm feeling myself. Blech.
Come on, load.
Why is it not loading? Come on, please, let's get through this fast. Because then we got a Q&A probably.
You know, all things considered, he does think that probably the whole amnesia situation last night was, as I said, that it was troll orchestrated.
Of course,
And he
troll
says, "Do you think this ever
orchestrated.
happened before?" Oh,
Kevin
I
did
guarantee
it.
you it's happened before. I absolutely guarantee you. You know, here's the thing: I'm not constantly following what these idiots are doing. Maybe I should. Maybe I should have fucking spies.
You already do, bro. You have people telling you stuff. You have flying monkeys.
Content telling me at all times what they're up to.
Okay.
So I know what their fucking malicious
People do
plans
that.
are. So
Yeah.
you can't fuck with my streams. You would think, as a 41-year-old man who just operates casualized gameplay streams, I should have to do that.
But
these people
why
are
do you
so
have
obsessed,
trolls
it's
then?
out of their fucking minds over someone as small time as me. I mean, maybe you did, I know it's insane. I'd have undercover fucking people go into a troll stream and tell me what they're planning.
Undercover people.
You know?
Why?
But
How
yeah,
would
I
they
don't
be
want- I want
undercover?
nights that are good for everyone. I don't want to be.
They can't just watch a
swayed one way or
stream?
the other because I was fooled by a group of people who
Undercover.
orchestrated something, you know? And I do kind of feel that way about last night's stream, but I'm not going to let it beat me. I'm not going to let it defeat me or make me get down on myself. Or
But you
whatever.
already are,
You know,
though.
I'm just going to continue to
You're
put the
acting
game
like
away
it.
to kiss my ass. So,
Okay.
okay.
Give me a cheek.
I
Eh.
received. Here we go. If it again, what is going on here?
What is going on, dude? They're not coming through. What if it was like that yesterday and he actually got a $5,000?
Oh, look at this. Someone named Chocolate Salty Balls has tipped me $2.
There you go. Your average Dark
Yes,
Side Phil
Chocolate
fan.
Salty Balls. And said the following. Have you ever considered reacting to... No, wait. Have you ever considered reacting to what happened to Chef on South Park? Also, what are your thoughts on the character? Thanks for streaming. Well, I know
What the fuck
I forget
happened?
the actor's name, but when South Park first started in the 1990s, it had an ensemble cast of voice actors and people in it, and one of them was this well-known prominent actor. I think it's Isaac Hayes is his name, if I remember correctly. But correct me if I'm wrong. I think his name was Isaac Hayes. Okay, so he's a prominent actor, and at that time, this guy was open to the show. He had no problems with the content that was in the dialogue of the show. He kind of, he thought he was a funny, adult-oriented, comedy show. Well, I think at some point, did he not convert to like a religion? Like, I don't know if it was Scientology or another religion. So basically, he decided to convert
A religion of
to some new belief
Scientology.
system. And when he did, all of a sudden, he changed
Shout out
his
Tom
mind
Cruise and John
on the
Travolta.
show and started to talk out publicly about the show.
Wow, the religion of
criticizing- it was
Scientology.
People were saying it was Scientology.
Yeah.
Okay? So he starts criticizing the show and saying it's bad and everything. And the makers, what are they? Trey Parker and Matt Stone, they're like, what the fuck? Like, dude, we gave you a job, right?
Okay.
You told us you were totally in line with the comedy and the stuff with the show. And now you're going to go public and in interviews and shit talk the show? Like, what the hell is your
Isn't
problem?
this what
So they ended up
DSP did
doing
to the
is
helicopter
they took
company?
This show that for the first, I think it was like the first 4 or 5 years, he was like a major character in the show. And instead, they basically wrote him out of the show as being like a complete asshole. Like they changed the character around to be a complete piece of shit. And doesn't he get killed in the show or something like that? So he did it on purpose. So they said, well, if you're going to defame us with all kinds of negative interviews and shit, we're just going to make your character look like a dumbass and we're going to kill him off. So they did. So it's kind of weird how that kind of stuff changes. You know what I mean? Like, you would have thought, okay, let's say, for example, Isaac Hayes really did have a change of heart in his personal
Oh my
life, his personal beliefs,
god.
and he's like, you know
You
what?
don't know the story,
I don't want to be
DSP.
part of
You
the
don't
show
know
anymore.
it.
And he has a serious
just
meeting
not-
with Matt and Trey. He's like, listen, nothing serious against you guys, but I changed my lifestyle. I'm different now. I don't want to do this anymore.
He's different now. He
Said, "All
changed.
right, we
He
understand."
stopped saying slurs.
But the way that he went about it, the way that he was like actually talking trash about them and stuff in public, rubbed them the wrong way, and it made them do it the way that they did it on the show. You see, so I don't know, man. Like, to me, did they continue with the chef character later or something?
No. Or maybe they did. I don't know. Whoa.
Oh, so okay. So Derek says
Hey, of course Derek
basically,
says.
they did make an entire episode about Scientology, making fun of it, and he couldn't take it anymore or whatever, right? Huh.
Why is the DSP chat weird like that? There you go.
I don't know. Now there's conflicting information, but basically he got written off the show. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, just move on.
All right, let's continue. I don't know. I'm not a super fan of South Park or anything.
Then why did we have to have the
Okay.
segment?
I received a $1 tip from Phil Spencer, who asks, did I ever consider playing the Max Payne series? I have played the Max Payne series. I've done a full playthrough of Max Payne 3 when it was a new release. I also, what a rigmarole that was, because that game was an unpolished mess at launch. And then I played a full playthrough of Max Payne 1 when the HD edition came out for current consoles later. That was a few years ago. So I've done both. The one I haven't played is Max Payne 2.
Yeah, what
I've
did
already
Derek
played
say about
3
this? I
and
want to find
1. Okay?
Isaac Hayes left the show after an episode that made fun of Scientology re-aired, and that forced him to
Would you ever
quit.
consider playing Hunt Showdown? I have no idea what that is.
No.
So I guess the answer is no, unless someone explained to me what it was. I have no idea what that game is. Never heard of it.
The King of Gaming, everybody. King of Gaming. What is Hunt Showdown? I don't fucking know. Some stupid idiot game on the PC, I guess.
Yes, Daddy DSP. That's incredibly disturbing. Don't ever call me Daddy DSP. I'm very offended by that.
Yeah, no, only Jasper can call him Daddy DSP.
The super chat.
Because he's the non-human child of the household.
What's going on, CJ? I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. All right, so we have a little bit of extra time left. If you guys would like to ask me some questions, we got about 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes.
A question in the chat. Tag me for sure.
Are we for real?
And we'll go from there. Am I playing Season 1 of Diablo? Not likely.
No.
I just did a 20 to 25 hour play.
He's clocking out from Diablo as soon as possible.
Probably not.
He would have already done it if he could get through the campaign thing.
Expand Dog says, I would have wanted to see Pikmin 4, but it seems like you've decided against it, even though you didn't really talk about it or ask about it. There's no other games for the rest of July or August. Here's the thing. We just came off of a Nintendo-specific first-party playthrough. I dealt with the fan element of Nintendo for 2 months.
Oh my god, where's the Rage coming out?
How they are. And that no matter how I play a game, they're going to be upset.
Oh my god.
Listen, I really
We're talking about haters again.
I do. I think Pikmin 3 is a great game. When I played it years ago, I was blown away at how interesting and unique it felt. Although admittedly,
Random
salt as a playthrough. That was before the days of live era, like streaming like this. It was just me doing playthroughs for YouTube, and I had a live stream element, but it was just fan service. The viewership and everything, it didn't do that great. I remember particularly, people were like, "Oh, it's not really that kind of a game that meshes well with your style," but it was something different and unique. And I made a lot of jokes and memes like, "Oh, first you get the fruit, then you squeeze the fruit, then you get the juice, you drink the juice," little silly jokes like that, and people liked that. It was different from my very over-the-top, swearing, sexualized commentary that I'd been doing all along. It was actually a game where things were very different in that regard. I wasn't doing that kind of shit at the time, okay? And so, I was strongly considering doing Pikmin 4. But basically, there's two reasons why I'm not doing it. Reason number one, because I literally just played a long-form first-party Nintendo game that some people were upset about the way I played. And, when you rub people the wrong way, you probably don't want to play another Nintendo game right away to piss them off. I'm just saying. Number two, I know the kind of game this is. It's long. It's puzzle-based.
Okay.
It's challenging. There can be tedious parts, frustrating parts. It's not the kind of game that I feel is going to really entertain my live audience. Do you understand what I'm saying? I remember specifically the kind of game it is. And I liked it, but this would be a game if I already had a lot of other stuff going on and we're looking for a balanced game. In this case, I feel like it's not. I feel like if I started playing Pikmin, so people would complain, "Oh my god, he's playing another lengthy, boring game. What is going on? This isn't variety enough for us?" You know what I mean? I'm already playing Final Fantasy. We just finished other long-form RPGs. I know the game will be good. I tell you right now, it's going to be a good game. I tell you right now, I guarantee you that Pikmin 4 is a good game. But
no, he guarantees it's a good game.
Just being honest, and that's my
all right
opinion.
We
can
get
disagree.
it.
I just don't think
disagree.
people are really going to jump on that playthrough. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't think so. I think more people would complain than anything, right? I did not play Ocarina of Time Master Quest. I don't even know what that is. Okay.
King of Gaming, everybody. Big Zelda fan.
I see, Derek. I see what you're saying. Okay.
What is Derek? He's been ghosting Derek for a long time. I think he realized that Derek is a very bad influence and very bad for business. So Derek in chat says, earlier I was watching your Too Many Games 2011 acquisitions video and it had that punch-out pixel art. The message only allows 50 characters. And then why did you spend them telling him that it only allows 50 characters?
CJ, I've always said that.
Yeah, somebody sent me that thing. Big ups, White Devil.
And stuff like that. I don't know why they do.
And
Dan the Man says
hold on, let me
I don't see it.
try and copy this.
In my in my emails. I can try to manually check. Hold on.
As I said, it's only a 2-minute video. Let's see it. Speech or action intended to cause contemptuous laughter at a person or thing. Ridicule.
Just trying to clear the air here. Yes, I am an actual human who has compassion and reason, and I'm not going to be an asshole.
Oh, this is the profiting off of tragedy thing. This is different, right?
Oh, there's the airport right there. I'm not going to be an asshole and wear that Godzilla shirt. I have plenty of other stuff I brought with me. Alright, so in response to the ridiculously overwhelming response already to my initial video about what's going on in Japan right now,
swaying like crazy.
I will not be wearing the Godzilla shirt. As you know, I already made a follow-up video about it, and I hope no one took the original video the wrong way. I wasn't laughing at the fact that there's a horrible natural disaster in Japan, okay?
Okay.
People understand that humor is situational.
Okay. Right, let's see the funny. Where's the funny?
Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Homeless Ryu,
right,
okay.
I guess I found another shirt I shouldn't. Oh my god. Fuck. Well,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I get it. So he's a nice guy because he's not wearing the shirt and whatever.
I apologize.
Whatever, man.
Shout it out because
whatever. I don't even know about this.
Sometimes the emails don't come through.
And the emails haven't come through. Let's skip to live.
From Dan the Man.
Dan the Man sent a contribution.
Thank you, Dan. So very, very much. So now let's do all the festivities. Let's go ahead.
What do you
let's
got?
play
$30?
The $100 tip.
Oh, $100 tip.
I got a question for Dan the Man because he's here. As you can see, I'm wearing different kinds of attire today.
Are you serious?
I think it's a nice attire. People like it. Since Dan is the person who did a giant contribution to make this happen, we're going to do a hat no matter what. But would you prefer if I just stay like this so people can see the new attire? Or would you like me to wear a vest? I'm going to...
This is legitimately some OnlyFans e-thought level of shit. What do you like me to wear? Big Daddy, Big Sugar Daddy, what do you want me to put on? What do I look hot in? Yeah, you want me to put a vest? You like me with the vest, right? Or do you want me to keep the shirt? Do you like the shirt? I can take it off if you want.
I'll let Dan determine this.
Wow.
He was the one who pushed us
like
way
absolutely
over.
pathetic.
All right? Let him choose. If he says no vest, we won't do a vest. If he says vest, we'll do a poll for a vest. But of course, that's going to cover up the new shirt that I'm wearing today. All right? So let's let Dan decide. I'll leave it in his ballpark because he was the one who's very generous here. But we are going to do a hat. All right?
All right, awesome.
So, thank you, Dan, for $100 tip. It's very generous of you. All the way up to the That is so nice.
So he basically, you see the play that he did? He cried his ass off over the $10 stream. He made it all the trolls' fault. And now people are rebounding, and they made up not only the money from yesterday, but a little bit extra. You see,
really
this is the DSP play, bro. This is like as simple as 1, 2, 3.
Dan wants a vest. He says, let's do a vest. All right.
He wants a vest.
That's what Dan wants. So first of all, let's do a hat. What would be dang, okay. What else? Let me look. I forget. We haven't done these in so long. I can't even remember what hats I seriously have. It's so ridiculous. Let me look here.
He doesn't even remember what hats he got. What is he wearing today? Some kind of weird shorts? I guess. Yeah, that's a successful scam. He cried. He made it us versus them. Oh, you guys, they call you all these fucking mean names. You know what would be pretty crazy? If you called them mean names as well, and you gave me money.
Okay.
There you go. Trolls taking L's.
Got it.
Okay.
I know what to put into the poll. Here we go.
What? Oh, yeah, of course we got to do a poll, because that wastes time.
Okay.
Which hat is summertime best? Straw hat, Los
Please vote
Santos
on a
cap,
hat. Once that poll's done,
beret,
then we'll
or
vote on a
fake
vest.
hair?
All right. So
He's gonna be wearing the straw hat.
Vote fast because this
I'm
stream will
gonna
end within
click
10 minutes.
Los
Then we're
Santos,
gonna
but
go
he's
over
wearing
the
a
reaction
straw
channel,
hat. There's
in
no
which case you'll probably
contest.
Vote over there too for the vest. Okay. Thank you, Dan the Man. Really, thank you. That's very
Really,
generous
thank
of
you.
Thank you all for making the stream well supported. Before we
Well
even swap
supported.
over to the DSP reaction.
And now he's gonna
portion. I
make
appreciate that
$2
very much.
reacting for like 3 hours.
All right. Eddie says, "What's for dinner tonight?" I think we're just having hot dogs and beans tonight. Something basic. My wife.
Hot dogs and beans.
More elaborate meals today. We're doing an easy meal. So.
Why don't you cook? Why didn't you cook
Mark
something
said that your
yesterday?
membership ends tomorrow. Maybe you'll be able to renew it. Maybe someone else will gift you one. We'll see. Jex Gaming says the deal that Sony signed keeps Call of Duty on PlayStation for 10 more years. There you go.
So Derek keeps asking questions in chat. Hey
What's your
DSP,
favorite Yakuza Judgment game?
awesome new shirt. At DSP, is that a new shirt? And he's getting massively ghosted. This is the end of Derek. Derek is on sewer slide watch.
You get to play as 4 different characters and alternate between their interesting storylines.
His daddy is about to pull the plug.
Yakuza games, Yakuza 7. I like the reboot. I like the idea that it's a turn-based RPG.
And I think this has something to do with Jade's mom. I think Jade's mom is the bottom of this. Because having people in DSP's chat be like Derek is really much... It's a big red flag. And he's starting to realize that his community is filled with degenerates and people like Jade, who pretty much have nothing wrong with them outside of, you know, being disabled. It's not a welcome place for them. Because Jade is not a degenerate. He just happens to be disabled.
Character?
It's a perfectly ordinary kid that likes gaming stuff.
I like Akibara, the Lone Shark. Obviously, I like Kazuma Kiryu. I like Saejima. I like Goro.
Oh man! And Jade says right now, "See you in Street Fighter." I hope see you in Street Fighter. So Jade legit really wants to play DSP, and that's not happening.
A lot of these characters, they're all unique and interesting. It's too hard to put my finger on one character. No, I've never ridden a donkey. Yes, Derek, this is one of my new shirts.
Oh, Derek got answered.
Now,
yeah, we got an F.
We're about to put a vest on and cover the shirt up.
We're gonna be back shortly.
When I had my day off earlier this week,
we back.
talked about this 2 weeks ago.
Oh no, we gone.
It was actually exactly 2 weeks ago. It was my digital summer party. I wore a nice, party style summer shirt, and it was a button down, which I never wear on stream. And people love it.
No, we're gone.
Like, wow, you look so different.
Hold on.
It's cool. It's reinvigorating to just see you in a different piece of apparel rather than the
we're back.
you've been wearing for 15 years. And I told you guys, I would go on my day off when I had a chance and look for some more shirts. So I had the opportunity this last week. I went to one of these discount store resellers that basically repurposes either merch that hasn't been...
Well, yeah, we're dropping hard right now. I don't know what's happening tonight. Must be the hot, I guess, the heat.
Sold or return, and I got like a bunch of shirts like this. So this is the second one that I got. This one has a... Can you see what's on it? I wonder if you guys can see what's on it.
Is he doing this for real? He's coming close to the camera so you can see what's on his shirt.
Now,
well,
sharks.
Can you see my shirt?
Little sharks.
Wow, can you see this?
Shirt. It's very comfortable.
Wow.
Very airy, aerated. It's nice. It's a good shirt. I'm enjoying it. And I have several more to show you guys. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to have every day that I play Street Fighter, I'm going to try to wear one of these. Because whenever I play Street Fighter, no exaggeration, I get the sweats. Like my adrenaline starts pumping, my blood pressure goes up when I play Street Fighter, and all of a sudden I get sweaty. So if I wear these shirts, this is much better for that. It's more aerated, more relaxing, you know? I like it. So I think I'm going to continue to wear these nice shirts whenever I play Street Fighter, so. No, it was not a Gucci shirt, and it was not $500. Absolutely not.
Obviously, it's like a $10 shirt.
The most overrated Mario game, Sunshine. Super Mario Sunshine, dude. That game was the only Mario I ever played. Lord, thank you. Yes, Dan the Man is the top tipper. I didn't put him up there. Thank you very much. Give you what you want, and then we'll have the...
Yeah, told you it's a straw hat.
Okay.
By 20%.
So what vests would be summertime vests? We don't want heavy vests in the summer, right?
No heavy vests.
More lighter. So which vest is summertime vest? Let's Yeah, what a dunce thing to say. Yeah, heavy platinum vest in the summer. Yeah, you're...
Oh, the platinum vest. What a fucking dunce thing to say. Eliza Pancakes, who is also a member. What a fucking stupid bitch, fucking moron idiot thing to say. You fucking stupid cunt. What a stupid thing to say. You fucking genius
Pokemon,
dunce.
That's a good suggestion. The Pokemon vest.
Waking shits on people that love them. It's so great, man. The fucking dunce fucking idiot piece of shit thing to say. Picking Pokemon is gonna look ridiculous as fuck.
Okay, the McFly vest because it looks like a
go away device. Already. Get out of my internet. He's crashing my whole shit. Because, like, it's not like I don't have internet. It's just fluctuating insanely.
Now we're at the Copa.
He's ruining my stream.
Copacabana. I look like I'm ready for vacation. I'm on...
It looks like you're ready for a lobotomy, my guy.
Holiday.
Chill the fuck out with the outfit.
Now, right? Like, I'm totally on holiday here on DSP. This is not Normal
He's on a
streaming.
holiday.
This is,
He's on a holiday every day. He lives on vacation.
party time atmosphere. Okay. It's not straight. See the brim, how the brim dips? But I can't seem to get it to go straight. It's weird. Like that. And that's still crooked.
Yeah.
It's too far to...
It's
now
absolutely
it's still crooked.
brain damaging inducing
Like
content.
this right here. That right there is perfect. Okay, hold on. There we
Oh,
go.
dude.
There you go. All right, that's better. The brim. One day I should wear a three-piece suit. I don't own a three-piece suit. I have a, you know, I have like the suit jacket and the suit pants. I have a tie, but you know, I don't have like a full suit with like a, I don't have like a tux or anything like that.
All right, can we end this now? Why is he still stalling? Go react.
Okay.
Okay.
Alan Grant from Jurassic Park. There you go. Dun 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 dun. They have a T-Rex.
Dude, he
There you
was
go.
so fucking smug. So fucking
see
smug
here.
about this. Hey, the guy is up to 45.50. That's fucking slick. Go buy it.
Go
buy the guy.
$1.96 says, "Are you more willing to react? No, are you more likely to react to a video you find boring if it's a Patreon private video?
Yes.
I notice whether it's ultra or standard member videos, you skip them if they're boring. If you are a patron of mine, which is patreon.com/darksidefil. That's my Patreon. I almost never mention it because it's basically a way you can support. If you don't like my streams and content here that's live, a lot of people who only like the on-demand content will go to my Patreon and pledge there as a passive. It's like a behind-the-scenes way to pledge and support, okay?
It's a passive. He was gonna say passive income. It's a passive income. So you just give me money, bro.
By the way, thank you to those who do support in that
Do
way. That's
do.
really nice of you. Now,
Passive style way of
in regards to
supporting.
my Patreon, there is a tiered goal at $50. If you pledge $50 to my Patreon, I owe you a video of any kind.
Oh,
It
he
could
owes
be
you.
Me literally sitting here for 20 minutes answering questions. That you have a bunch of questions you want me to answer. Now, it can't be intrusive to my private life, but if you want to answer, it's like an interview, basically. It's like having a private interview with me.
Wow, that's
Okay?
awesome.
That's what
Unlike
I
a
used to do
Q&A,
for many
which
years.
is like a public
People
interview.
really enjoyed doing that, but then what ended up happening was I changed over to being an interactive streamer. When I became an interactive streamer, well, guess what? I'm answering questions all day long. Certainly, the answers aren't as in-depth as I would do in say, you know, that patron video. But the appeal of doing a private video kind of died out. People didn't really care about it anymore. So, last year, when I started doing React content for the first time, Slayer had the idea. He's like, you know, I would like you to do a video, a private React video, of stuff that I'm interested in. I'm really interested in K-pop. If I pledged the $50 to your Patreon, would you consider doing a video where you'll react to K-pop stuff? I said, why wouldn't I? Sure. It's exactly the same premise.
It's such a
as
stupid bitch segment.
doing the video that was Q&A. Instead, it's just me reacting to content. I would do that. And in about we're doing it. I reacted to music videos.
Yeah,
I
at some
reacted
point he said he was gonna start declining people and making videos about them because there were too many. He was gonna start declining $50
videos about
to
science.
do a stupid shitty ass video.
Okay, I reacted to videos about religion, philosophy, world news, documentaries about different cultures. I reacted to a ton of stuff. So for about like 6-8 months, it was actually very popular. And then for whatever reason, this year, probably around January, February, it died out completely. And really, I only do maybe 2 of them a month now, maybe 3 some months. But very, you know, it went from like doing 8 to 10 a month to like 2 or 3. So anyway, if you go to my Patreon and you pledge $50, all right, and you say, I want you to react to this video, all right, I will consider it. I'm not going to guarantee to do it. I still have my discretion to review what the content is.
He needs to review the content. Oh my god.
It's my discretion to review the content, see it's something that I want to react to, and let you know if I accept it. And if I accept it, I'll let you know, and then I'll do it.
What happened?
When the time comes. Usually I do it within a couple of weeks.
Whole stream is ass. And he's still here. Go away. Let me end this. My internet is shitting out.
Do more harm than good. If it's, for example,
What the fuck?
I don't have to react to it. It's my prerogative. Now, if I decide not to react to it, I'll refund the money, obviously, right? But that's up to me. And, you know, I feel like it really
Bruh.
really hasn't happened. Like anyone who's asked for these private videos, basically, you know, they haven't done anything like that. Now, you're saying specifically, there was a video or videos that
and
were
now the
submitted to
fucking
me.
YouTube is lagging. Could it be YouTube's fault?
Like in the video, did I say?
Can't be YouTube's fault. This dude isn't lagging. Because if he was lagging on his end, he would have had like a 40-minute segment about it.
Oh, well, you know, this is something that I'm not interested in at all. It's kind of stupid. Let's move on. Versus, was it, oh, well, this is like a 25-minute documentary, right? But this is a clip show. I don't have time to watch 25 minutes. So sadly, we're just going to move on because it's not possible to really fully react to in the show, right? Like, that's happened a few times. People are submitting these ginormously long videos. I'm like, how do you expect me to react to that on a clip show? This is not a long-form Phil Reacts. This is Phil reacts to small clips, you know, and moves on to the next.
A long-form Phil React.
Watch. So, yeah, I guess the question is, it really depends on the video, you know, and the length of the video, the content of the video. So I can't guarantee. If you're interested in something like that, you might want to shoot me an email, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Let me know
This shit
what
is so fucking shady. Again,
okay,
he has the worst rules and
if it ends up being something I'm
conditions.
interested in, I'll let you know.
There's like a laundry
If you
list of
just
stipulations.
Send me a patron pledge without asking first. I have the ability to eventually review, turn it down, and refund the money. And I will. I will promise you, I will never just pop
Unsolicited
money or anything
Patreon
like that.
pledge.
If you know, you send me something, I'm not interested in it. You know, I'll let you know. I'm gonna give you your money back. I'm not a jerk. Okay. So there you have it. All right. Let's see. If I'm interested, I'll let you know. Okay. Fair enough. Spawn Killer. Re-upped his membership for 26 months at the super supporter level. Thank you so much, Spawn Killer. Because I'm watching the Indiana Jones movies. What is your favorite to least? Favorite is probably
Temple of Doom.
Last Crusade.
Wow.
Then it's probably the original, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Then it's probably Temple of Doom. And then it's probably Crystal Skull. I have not seen the latest one. And I'm probably not going to see the latest one.
Until somebody
Crystal Skull.
buys
But
it
it's funny,
for him.
like, you know, Crusade is like way up there amazing, right? Original is way up there amazing. Temple of Doom is still really good, just not as good as the other two. And then Crystal Skull is like way the fuck under here, buried under 6 feet under of like a pile of big like camel shit. Like it's under
Camel
a tower
shit.
of camel shit.
Very
That's
nice.
how low that
Camel
was
shit.
compared to the
Cat.
other three.
The Scat Man.
It sucked.
Catman.
It really did. It sucked ass.
Catman. 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 Skip pop up up.
He's a Scat Man. I don't make
I'll
the
see you
rules.
tonight, Jade. Hopefully we get to play Street Fighter. I agree with you. It would be
Oh yeah, yeah. Hopefully we get to play Street Fighter. I'm sure he's gonna have Jade on.
Which is the new Let's try that again. The new Indiana
Gilbert is
Jones
the golden
is not
master
so bad.
of
It's
talking
better than
and not
Crystal Skull
saying
for sure.
anything.
New
The
Indiana
past
Jones is
15
right
plus
before the
years was
second
just a
movie.
business lecture maintaining the same tone of voice.
Bro, for real. For real. This is such a minus the huge bitching segment and massive toxicity, the rest of the stream's been just dog shit. It's been autopilot, really.
For like a lot of gameplay. You know. I don't know, maybe I'll switch. Maybe I'll wear these the whole stream today because I'm in a summer vibe.
It
Maybe
was
we'll
just
wear
schedule,
sunglasses
then
all
we
day.
got no, it was
I don't know.
recap, then we
Maybe
get
I'll,
massive toxicity, then we get schedule, then we get shoutouts, and now we're just wasting time.
Kind of goes with the vibe.
This is just a time wasting segment.
Pokemon vest. So I have no idea how the Pokemon vest. I don't even know how it's gonna look on this shirt. It's gonna probably look like shit. To be honest. Should I get it? Should I get the Pokemon vest?
Yes.
Well, you know what we gotta do, guys? We gotta end this stream.
Hey, there we go.
We do. We have to. The stream went long. We have
Sound
to
good.
realize, and we got to get the show started. All right.
All right.
So let's end the podcast.
All right, go fuck yourself. Now this stream is gonna redirect you to the Decepticon, and he's gonna start in like 20 minutes. But I'm not gonna go that long because I have to get ready and go do some stuff with my family. So see you around. If you wanna, you can go watch that stream. It's gonna be sent and redirected. You're gonna be redirected right now. There you go. Sound good? Big ups. Thanks everybody for sticking around. Thanks for sending me money. The ones of you who did and the ones of you who didn't, thanks for being in chat, hanging out, listening to this in the background, whatever you want to do. It's all cool and fun on level 1. I'll see you next time. And hopefully this is going to be okay on demand, because the bitrate's been crazy. I'm pretty sure it's something about my internet, but it's been like shit. So anyways, see you around, have a nice one, and